Here we go. All right, everyone, we're live and it's another RaddTitan chat. So this is what we're on now. We're on 142, so we're really putting them away this year. And I think we'll... Oh, I can hear me.
We're kicking names and taking off.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's good. We're going through them. Like last year, I'm pretty sure we did like one every other week as an average, and I think this week we're doing much better. So yeah, we'll go through them. But then I'm also going to be away for 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks.
Is that for some type of treatment? Are you sick?
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to joke about it. I was going to joke. I'm not joking about it. It's horrible. No, yeah, I got my hair cut. So, yeah, I decided I was going to either... Huh?
Fasting Kratos, eh?
Yeah, if Kratos was fasting for Ramadan, this is what it would look like, you know. And he could manage to actually find some soap that washed off all that ash, you know. So, yeah, I mean... yeah, because I'm going away for a little while. It's a bit hot. Even in London, it's really hot, really sticky. So
that's what I'm drinking today.
Yeah, well, I've got like sugar.
Drink today.
I've got sugar all around me. But the thing is like my hair was actually, I never really had it like, but when I would get up in the morning, it was kind of down. It was flat, like I was in a shower or something. It actually come down to like here. Like the front part, so it's actually like down to about there. So right. Yeah, I thought to myself, yeah, it's getting a bit long, and it's getting too hot for this, especially when you stick a cap on, and it's like having a woolly hat underneath a cap because my hair's quite thick. So I thought, fuck that. And then I went into the barbers, and I just said to the guy, look, shave it all off, and he's like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, get the clippers, turn them on and go over my head with them. And he's like, well, what do you want? What number? And I'm like, just the clippers, just do it. You know, and he's like, you sure? He asked me about 5 times, I'm sure. And I'm like, just do it. Just do it, man. So I got
my chain in my mind.
Yeah, I did that. He went straight down the middle, and I was like, shit, no, wait. And he's like, what? I was like, no, just joking. So yeah, so I did that. My girlfriend absolutely hates it though. So,
really?
Yeah, she was all like...
Did she say you look like a fucking wizard?
Like a wizard? No, she's just like, you don't look like you now. And
I actually think you suit a shaved head. I quite like you with a shaved head.
I always remember this. There's this guy me and Rob used to go play pool a lot in Harrow, and there was a guy there, and I remember I shaved my head one day, and he walks over to me. And we knew him from like playing the tournaments of pool and stuff like that. He come up to me, he goes, you know what? You got a really good shaped cranium. And he's just like standing there, like nodding, like looking at my head, like really good shaped cranium. I'm like, thanks, Doug. Thanks, man. Should we play? Or he pretty said it like just to try and.
It's quite icy, man. That's quite an icy comment. It's almost like, you know, yeah, you might have like a cool sized brain, like good for display. You know, it's a bit icy. It's a bit of an icy comment. There's no doubt.
So yeah, I did that. So I mean, it felt really good. I mean, I went out last night, and yeah, it just felt like so good just not to wake up with like my hair, my juicer all over the place, you know. So people are messaging me. Any for chat? Yeah, I just booked my trip, so I'm going to fly to Bangkok to Thailand tomorrow. Actually, I booked it today. I'm going tomorrow. There's a con on the weekend. I think it's the one actually where XM have the life-size Magneto on. They do Magneto throne, and then the life-size Batman Samurai. I think they've got them there. I'm really going to try to go, but my girlfriend isn't that convinced, and because originally
you're not big on Bangkok.
No,
so you've got a limited amount of time, and you're going out there soon. And by the time this con starts, you'd have probably already been out there in almost a week. So it's quite, you know, that's a problem. I've got to be honest with you. It's nice of you to say that you're going to try, because I wouldn't go. just because of how long of your holiday you'll lose. You know what I mean? If you're going for as you're planning for, like, you know, 4 to 6 weeks, you know what I mean? Then cool. But you're no, that's like being cut in half. So with that being said, you know, I think you should just go and have a decent break. Don't get me wrong. I'd love for you to be filming all this shit and coming on the channel and all that. You know, it's all good. It's all good stuff for us. But I really think just enjoy. You know, it's a good opportunity for you and the missus to just have a nice break.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to like see if we can go up north for a couple of days, and then on the way back, pop back into Bangkok, because you kind of have to do that anyway. If you go up to if you go to Chiang Mai up north, then if you're going to come back down to go to the islands, you have to kind of go back to Bangkok.
You could do like,
so I may try. Yeah, I may try and do that. So we get there Tuesday, stay there overnight just to chill out and whatever. Maybe then on. It's still too close. I don't know. I'll have to. I mean, I've got to sit down with my girlfriend and book some shit and see what happens. But she wants to go like Cambodia and do the historic thing. There's like quite a horrible thing in sorry, this is well off topic from statue. Sorry, but there's a thing.
Cambodia, the killing.
There's a thing. Yeah. She wants to go there where you have all the skeletons in the ground and you walk in over all the skeletons.
My family did all that, didn't they? They went there and done all that. And they said it was really interesting, but fuck me, you know, as a holiday, it's depressing as shit. But,
well, in brief, I mean, apparently what happened was the government looked into who were the intelligent people and they killed them all because they didn't want them to uprise, and they killed like 2 million people or something. Apparently.
My father-in-law sent me a picture. He went to like a firing range, you know, in Thailand, like a shooting range.
Yeah, I did
like
that as well.
Cambodia or somewhere, or wherever he was. And he basically took a picture of a sign. And it said, "Please do not shoot your friends or family in the face." I was like, yeah, that's just great. That's proper.
All right. So,
how are we doing for pictures today? How many we got?
Maybe 115 or so, 120. I messaged a few people just to say, look, if you've got any pics, send them to me now. Otherwise, you're missing out. We got where are we? So,
how's your collected week go? Did you buy anything? Did you sell anything?
I was actually going to go through the comments then, but yeah.
Tell me the collecting week.
Collecting week. I didn't sell anything. I was going to sell something, and the fucker never turned up. After I took the piece downstairs, which was a 28 kilo box, and probably the biggest box I owned at like 88 centimeters wide or wherever it was, like a dishwasher.
I got another message about that by somebody else. Says that they want to come and get it, but I've said that you're away until July, so they've said they'll come and get it then. I've said they should pay a deposit though to stop from.
Oh yeah, for sure, do that, man. But
I said like pay a deposit, but then it's gone a bit quiet now. But then again, I did say £200 deposit.
Yeah, they're probably not coming back. But the other side of that was, I mean, you know, I got to set the piece up again. I got to see it in hand again, and it was quite nice to see. And I did realise that it come with like an authentic. I don't know why custom pieces bother with like a certificate of authentication, because it's unlicensed, so it's kind of against the point. But
a little bit.
It comes with a poster and a card, like a credit card thing, and the credit card was actually in the box. So yeah, the card was in the box anyway.
That's Deadpool on Throne, man. Look, so many people want that piece, man. So many people keep messaging me about it. So I don't think it's gonna. I think that's gonna go anyway. I had to. I cancelled my Sosa Akuma.
Yeah, you told me that. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, I was excited about it, man. But you know, it was really disappointing. But I decided I'm gonna put it into something better. I'm gonna invest that in something else. So I'm gonna look into something that, you know what I mean. I'm thinking, you know, I'm really excited about a few like projects at the moment, you know, and I think you know, the Grav and Lab stuff has really got me fucking frothing at the mouth a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna put my investments there. I'm gonna take my money and put it into that. Take my time and put it into that.
I was gonna say, won't go into those too many because I actually did put most of the pictures into the chat today, so we'll go over that later. You came over Wednesday, which really fucked up my head because on the Thursday, I kept thinking it was Friday. Like all day, I was like, "Yeah, Gio was over. It's Friday today. Oh my god, I've got to get all this stuff ready for before I go on holiday." And oh no, and then I'm like, got another day. Awesome. It really threw me off because you're like bit of a creature of habit. So you normally come over on a Thursday, and I know it's a Thursday, or you want to do the chat on a Thursday or a Sunday. So I can kind of plan it around the fact that you've got that OCD element. So then when you throw in that you're going to come in and over on a Wednesday, that kind of fucks up my unorganizedness because there is a some kind of organization to the chaos. So yeah.
And other collecting news for the week is I think Thanos will be here tomorrow.
Got pictures of that as well in the chat.
But I'm going to try and do. I'm going to have a little bit of Alex's help this time because I think you were away last time. When the maquette came in.
Yeah, I was in Philippines last time because I went out for dinner with this guy Timmy and was it Timmy and Mackie? I think. Or Francis, I think it was Francis, but yeah, I went out for dinner with them, and then basically, I get like a message on my phone pop up, and the guy I was with, Timmy, he's like, "Oh, Gio's live," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Gio's gone live. RaddTitan's gone live," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he gets his phone and shows me you're unboxing. I'm like, "That son of a bitch, fucking traitor." And then I'm watching it, and then you got like I can't remember who it was. I think it was more probably Dave Cassie or someone like fucking with me. Oh no, it wasn't Dave. It was Rob Newbury, wasn't it? He's in the comments going, "Oh yeah, it's much better now, yeah." And because he knew because I commented to say I'm watching or something, and then he starts commenting to fuck with me.
Well, yeah, I mean that's going to come in, so I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and film that. I'm going to try and unbox that and film it. And I've just got to try and keep the quality up so that when it goes onto YouTube, it's actually because the problem with that video was the quality suffered when you try and transfer it. So I'm gonna have to work around it and do some things. So what I might do is I'll do my best to work around the situation, just try and film it as best quality because I really want the work to be seen in all its glory. I can't afford for it to be bad, fucking glitchy or 440 or other shit that it comes up at.
630. No, 360.
Yeah, 360. Fuck that shit. I can't have that. I want that proper 4K, fucking as best as I can get it up, so that it can be seen. Yeah. So hopefully that'll be in tomorrow. So I'll try and do that. I'll try and do the video, and hopefully we'll get it up, get it on, so people can see it. And obviously, and the custom head comes in tomorrow as well with the repaint. It isn't painted yet. I just have to check it, look over it, see how it fits, see how it looks up close, and then see if there's any changes I want to make before it's finalized. So actually on the video, I may do a separate video of that head and then let people comment, let me know whether anybody out there thinks if there's any subtle changes or anything that needs to be neatened up going forward. I always like hearing advice. At the moment, that head is just for me, so it's just a one-of-a-kind piece. But I have had a lot of PMs basically saying to me, if I do make it, or if I do make more, to let them know. So I'm thinking about that at the moment. It's not something I really want to get into, to be honest. But at the same time, there's another part of you that thinks, I could just make more and do a limited run and send them to people and everybody wins. Like, it's just something that I don't really want to get into, so that people don't think, oh fuck, George is going to do more like projects or anything. It's just something I thought. I'm at this catch-22 situation at the moment. I'm thinking, well, I want it for myself. Then I'm thinking, oh, my mate, this geezer, Mike. I speak to fucking Mike Hilton, and he's a fucking nice guy, and he was saying to me, yeah, he wants one. No, just do you understand what I mean? Like, people come out and say, like, if you get one, you know what I mean? If you're going to make more, please let me know. So I'm thinking to myself, shit, what should I do? So I'm sort of at this weird crossroads at the moment. So I'll see what happens. I'll play it by ear.
Play it by ear. I mean, see how the painted version comes out with. And I mean, if that's the other side of it. I know there are people who do the one of a kind, and they've got that. Even if they have a run of 30 of something, they'll still repaint their own one in a certain way just so they have that original one of a kind piece, and they'll do that because they don't want to have anyone else having it. But I know that if you have the piece and other people want it, I know you're not that sort of way where you don't give a fuck if 50 other people have it, because
no, I really don't.
as well.
I mean that's really the thing that I'm in at the moment. It's not, I've paid for it to be made, right? So I paid for it to be sculpted, and I paid for it to be made, and I paid for it to be painted. That I've paid for all of that, so that's fine. But then it comes to a point afterwards, right, where I could like, okay, well I could just make it. You know, I could make more, and then do a limited run and let people have it, and try and keep the prices like reasonable and see what happens. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a funny situation because I don't really want to open that door as well, because I don't really want to go down that route where I start taking on any type of projects or start commissioning anything. It's just something I don't want to do.
Yeah,
I've done it for myself, but now I've done it for myself. People are like messaging me going, mate, if you honestly, if you're going to make any more, let me know. I'm really interested. And I'm thinking, fuck it. I feel like I'm being selfish. Like shit, I've got this King Thanos head I'm making for me, and now I'm feeling kind of elitist about it. I'm feeling like a bit of a cop. I'm feeling like, oh well, as long as I'm all right, fuck you lot, and it upsets me. So I'm thinking to myself, what I'll do is I get in, I do the video. If people like it, they can hit me up, and if they want one, I'll have a chat with the guy who made it and see if I can work out some sort of deal.
Well, I want to warn you in advance that you don't have the patience to do the selling anyway. Because I mean, if you were to do the commissioning and do I don't know, like a custom run of 50 whatever, you don't have the patience to deal with 50 people to sell to. To be honest with you,
I ain't gonna.
I've done pre-orders for some things, like when I went to Singapore and I had like 10 people say to me, when you're there, please pre-order me X piece at the con, please. I'll give you the money and I'll do this, and yeah, fine. And even getting them people to pay, is a fucking nightmare. And I don't have the patience for it. And if I don't have the patience for it, you're going to lose your shit, I tell you. So yeah.
My idea, if I did it, I spoke to the guy who's making mine when I got all these messages, and he's like, "Yeah, it's no problem, blah 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 blah, cost this, cost that." But I thought what I would do is I would do just orders of 10, like 10 orders, and you have to pay, like you pay straight away, and then I'll get them made, and then I just don't know how many I'll make. So anywhere I would think in anywhere between 50 and 90 pieces, no more really than that. I want it to be as at least 10% of the run, no higher. So if I was to do it, I'm thinking like that. I would do them in batches of 10, and if only 20 people wanted them, then it'd only be 20. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. But I wouldn't go above, like I don't know, like 80 or 90 max. That's it. But I'm thinking about how to do it. I'm thinking about it anyway. Let's see how it comes out. Let's see how it looks. And once it's painted, it's going to be different level, because I think this paint job is really impressive. Actually, I'm super excited. And the guy takes shit pictures. I mean, he sucks at pictures. So every photo he sends me, it's like, wow, that's a bad photo. But then I'm like, wow, it actually looks good. Which must mean that when I get my hands on it, it might be all right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, what the fuck did that just do? Sorry.
I've got to say though, that I'm getting a little bit addicted already. I'm feeling an itch to like fucking get things painted.
Yeah.
It's a strange feeling. It's like with the Thanos thing, it was like one of them unlosable situations, because I actually sold the Thanos, right? So I actually sold it. I had it up for sale and I sold it. And I actually sold it twice. One was like, somebody sent me a message going, yeah, our son's like slightly special needs, and he's bid on this he's bid on this item and we don't want it. And I was like, right, okay. And I like cancelled their bid. It was no problem, all that. And then like about a week later, I sold it again. And then it was like, okay, it was all, and it was paid. It was paid straight away, like within minutes. It was all paid. So I was like, okay, right, I got it out of the box. And I did this shit because someone posted on RaddTitan today actually asking, when you sell things and you get them out to take pictures for the buyer, do you actually regret selling it? And this is exactly what happened. I took the statue out, I put it on the side, I brought all the box down, and then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't want to sell this. I do not want to. I know it was good money. I sold it for £875 was the price that it went for.
James,
I was like,
I think Wallace just picked one up well cheap.
did he get one?
Yeah, he got one. I'm pretty sure he said he paid like £400 for it.
That's so ridiculous, man. When I like sold, I mean, that's stupid. That's a stupid price. I'm sorry, whoever sold that, like, honestly, needs to go out and kick their own ass. That's how bad of a decision that was. But I decided, I was like, I can't sell this, man. I can't. So then I refunded the person. I got a lot of shit for it. I just said, look, man, I've changed my mind. I'm really sorry, but I can't sell it.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, there's things I don't like about it. So I thought, well, fuck it. I'll get it repainted. You know, I'll do that. And then I can't lose because it doesn't matter. I got, you know, it was one of them ones. I invested quite heavily in that piece. It was expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It was going to be one of them things. I thought, well, you know what? I'll get it repainted and it's a keeper then. I keep it forever and that's that goes. I'm starting to think like, shit, you know, I've got that repainted. I'm really happy with the pictures and stuff. Hopefully I'll be even more happy when I open it up. But it's making me think, ooh.
What else can I get painted?
Maybe this would look better if I send this off. Like, you know what I mean? Thinking to myself, what can I
mean, that's the thing as well. Is, I mean, companies, you know, like Sideshow, they use, you know, amazing painters to do, you know, their prototypes. So when they then, you know, you get it sent back from the factory, it's obviously not going to look like the prototype with Sideshow. And if you could then send that piece to a good painter, then it's going to bring more life to it, hopefully.
I don't want to sound like an arsehole, but there's actually 0 things in my collection Sideshow that I'd have repainted.
Yeah.
There's like, honest, I don't want to be like, I don't want to start this brand war shit, but if there was anything in this room I'd have repainted, it's probably maybe the odd XM bit here or there.
Well, I'm looking off the top of my head very quickly. I've seen a repaint of that Red Hulk, and it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I looked at the Red Hulk today though, and I still think it's painted really not. I mean, that repaint was exquisite. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that repaint was real special. I know what you were saying. But I was thinking maybe the Sentinel of you know, the Sentinel of Liberty, maybe the cap.
Yeah.
It's not badly painted. I'm just, you know what it is when this guy's done. You know, because it's like the blues are quite similar to the Thanos blues. They're like under shade.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what could this fucking guy do with a Captain America? I mean, he could fucking just tip it over the edge with the way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the paint. I'm just thinking about, you know, I'd leave the base alone. I wouldn't even send the base. I'm just thinking maybe the figure. But even then,
we have to send the base so he can stand it on there.
Use a fucking vice, bitch.
You want him to use a vice?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's not something. I'm not going to get it painted. I'm just, to be honest, I'm quite lucky paint wise. I mean, actually, the Comiket could do with. I mean, the shading on that could have been done.
What's
better.
that? The Spider-Man?
Yeah, the Spider-Man Comiket. I mean, I saw. Was it Jay? Is it Jay? Is it my boy Jay? Jay Char? Is it his? I think he had his painted. It was either him. I'm sure it was Jay, but he had his repainted. His looked fucking crazy. I mean, like crazy. He made the blues a little bit darker, and it's much more shady because the muscles on the back and the body on that Spider-Man are unbelievable sculpt. So a little bit of shading. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we got quite a lot of people in anyway, so we've actually got 66 viewers, which is actually
nice,
quite good for live so far. I think last week or whenever it was, we had some drama going on, so we did click up to about, I think, 100 at once, but that was because there was drama. People love drama for some reason.
Who can we fall out with? Let's start an argument. Who do you fight with?
Yeah. So in the comments, we've got Xavier Pilot. We've got Brian O'Rourke. First time he's been on time, and we weren't on time. So yeah. Dave Cassie, Kinshin, Redder, never time to sleep. Brian O'Rourke says we're watching Britain's Got Talent. Apparently it's the final. Is that why Jenny's quiet?
Jenny ain't watching it this year. It's funny. She's not watching it. I don't know what's happened. I
tell you what's funny is there's a collector guy in Belgium who keeps sending me videos, and I'm like, dude, I don't care. Can you stop sending me this shit? I really don't watch it. He's sending me, check out this guy singing. Well, I can't remember what he was. He's singing something from something, and I'm like, I really do not care.
I have to give a shout out as well to with our I got a really lovely message.
One from Sean.
Yeah, I got a lovely message from this geezer, and his name is Sean Kelbacha. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but just like honestly, just the loveliest message. After all the drama and shit, you think to yourself, "Oh fuck," I know why people don't talk to people because it's much easier in life.
Yeah, well, we had that conversation about that, didn't we?
To talk to people, So yeah. He messaged me, and he actually messaged both of us, just saying how thankful he was. And he says he watches our videos, and he watches videos with his son, who's 8 years old. And I was thinking, oh no, shit, I better apologize for all the swearing that we do. So I said, I'm really sorry for the language. You know what I mean? But he told me, it brings him and his son, and it's his son who actually said, watch RaddTitan. Like, it's his son that said it to him to watch. And he just was like telling me all this business, and basically saying how we've helped him and, helped him and his son bond. And I was saying you should do some videos with your boy because his son was saying he wants to do it. So it was really nice. It really cheered me up. I think his son's name was Calvin.
Calvin,
yeah. But just really just a really lovely message, man. Just
it's nice.
I want to give a shout out to him and his son, and I hope that they do videos together and the collecting community treats them right, and they have a good, happy years, doing it and getting stuff in and enjoying it. The community for the great, part that it is.
Yeah, there was an Irish kid. There was an Irish kid who was doing videos with his dad for a while. I can't remember his name now, but he was doing a few reviews a couple of years ago. Didn't remember that. Little Irish kid, yeah. But no, it's really nice to get those messages. I mean, especially as you say, all the fucking drama going on, people messaging you get a lot of people trying to stir the shit up and trying to go, what's your next move? What you doing next? And what's this and that? And, who's RaddTitan? Who's on the chopping block for RaddTitan next? And all this, but no, to get the. I also going through. I just caught up on a load of YouTube comments, and there's you get the odd one who says, "Who's this fucking bozo the clown idiot who can't put together the fucking Ben Kenobi mythos?" It was me.
Well, it's good that you got some abuse. Usually, it's me that gets the abuse.
Yeah, normally you get a lot of juicing comments and stuff like that, but I see a few of those popping up. And I think someone said something about you having a big head or something like that, but which made me laugh.
It's not. There's a little head. I ain't got a small head. I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah. I didn't tell him actually. I don't know if he even watches the chats, but I was actually going to tell. I was going to tell Ho about you when you two were arguing, and I was going to tell him about the comment he made. And how that you just started pissing yourself laughing, and you were like, "That fucker," I'm not annoyed with him, and now he's just made me laugh. But I've got to block him now because he's being a fucker.
I never block. The funny thing is, I've blocked very few people because I always like to leave. I always like to leave communication open. Always, you know what I mean. Honestly, I probably block very, very few. Even people that I fall out with. I mean. I actually never blocked her ever.
I forgot to block him. I didn't block him either.
My cock-shaped head is.
Yeah, he said, "Well, you were arguing with him about something, and then he started talking about his fighting and whatever, and then he says, "Oh, when I see you next, I'm going to choke out your dick-shaped head or something, your cock-shaped head."
That's a great one, man. That is so good. Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, I was going through the comments.
That was good.
Let me just put that out. I forgot to put. I don't think I put that. So I'm putting something on the comment. There you go. All right. So who else we got? So Radd. Oh yeah, there we go. There's your name. It's going to make you laugh again, isn't it? Dicky Two Shoes.
There yes.
You go.
Dave, my nan's Italian. My nan is actually from Treviso, so. We always have a little bit of a mafia sort of feeling, at family functions sometimes, especially with her because she's fucking militant as fuck. So,
yeah,
I mean, when I hear them type of names, I just love all that. When I was a kid, man, me and all my cousins we used to play them sort of games.
All right, and you got Dave Cassie, say best name in the game, as Gio says. And then also Dave Cassie starting on me saying I look like Charlie Brown and Kratos had a baby. Raider,
I love Charlie Brown.
Raider saying that he loves my 4 t-shirt. There you go.
Yeah, I like that t-shirt. It's a nice t-shirt.
I think it's like, it was so weird. Oh no, it wasn't. It was. I was going to say I think it's French Connection, but that was all the Wolverine ones.
I like that one. The little arm, the thing on the shoulder is nice.
But
yeah, like that. That's very much like Affliction style. I like that. It's nice.
It says Marvel Extreme. Then we got yeah. You got Packy Smith saying Kratos. Eric Buno saying what's up. Packy Smith again. Rise of Ghost of Sparta. Stone 466. Hello. Dave Cassie. Alex has shorter hair than Gio now.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I actually like him with shaved head. I love having shaved head for ages.
Lockie's like, fucking hell, what happened to it? What happened to you? Stat, what's your guy F State? What's up? F State, yeah, what's up, folks?
You know what, that guy, man, is such a lovely geezer, that guy.
And then you got Lockie again then saying, oh shit, send me the GoFundMe link and I'll donate. Get to the chopper. Yeah, who's the new guy with the shaved head? Brian O'Rourke. It's the dog's bollocks. I'm not sure what he's talking about there.
Eureka.
Then you got Marcus Moshiga. Shit, I just scrolled down too far.
Like a nice cold beer, man, on a
I'm quite tempted to go get one. I've got a couple in the fridge.
I'm telling you, man. Peroni, that's my shit.
Oh shit, I was scrolled down too far.
Peroni's my danger, I tell you that. I go out and it's like, what have you got? And they're like, yeah, we've got some Peroni. I'm like,
yeah, saying it means good. Bangkok. That's what I heard. That's Rod. Sherbert Reavers. Alex, big cranium is not an indicator of intelligence.
No, definitely ain't.
Yeah, Gio's living proof of that. No offense. Chef Serious. People are liking the hair, so yeah, he actually complimented me for once.
Don't listen to him, man. Fucking Geminites geezer, man. He's one comment away from being removed. Fuck that guy.
Master Pizza. Did Alex join any special forces? Rick Shaw's live.
Rick Shaw, where you fucking been?
Marcus, I think Marcus is talking about I was eating a Mars bar or something earlier on, or I was eating a Twix or a Mars bar. He's asking about product placement. Good choice, Alex, keeping the beard instead of the hair. Always the right choice. I actually did like a little vote on the on my group.
Our people's time with your fucking fashion tips.
It was on my Facebook fuckface. It weren't on the RaddTitan thing.
Is that why I seen it? I was thinking, why is this silly fucker asking me questions?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, today's chat sponsored by Mars. So I'm going to go through. We've got Tack here as well. Master Pizza. Jay Chai's watching.
Yeah, that's my
Ben Lake. That's a new one. Ben Lake.
Yeah, that's new. That's
Nicholas. There you go. Nicholas was telling me a random story about how he was going to eat like sheep who'd been killed with ketamine or something the other day. I didn't quite follow, but I thought that would be quite fucking awesome to have a barbecue and then get fucking high as fuck afterwards. But hey, Ed Dude, Mark Caitlin, yeah, Ben Lake is saying Ben Lake saying, does anyone else think Alex lost a bet?
Or did it for charity? Yeah. Or it's got really thick.
Well, I spoke to Wallace, and someone may be shaving their head for charity.
Oh, he needs to shave his head.
I have one question. So this is Hulk Hogan. I have one question for you, Ultimate Warrior brother. What are you going to do when Hulkamania comes for you? Hulk Hogan,
you got to do the voice, man.
I'm not doing it. I, Hulk Hogan, have the question. To answer your question, as you, Hogan, travel to WrestleMania by conventional means. Just going on. This guy's going on. Ultimate Warrior, as you realize All that is left is total self-destruction. Do the Hulk Hogan. Show self-pity. Do you try the reason why? Okay. Anyway. Emerald 322. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Not too late. Jem Mint's in as well.
Yo, motherfucker.
We've got Jem Mint watching as well.
Jem Mint, remove Shaft Serious, whoever the fuck he is, from your group.
He's a troll.
The whole house comes down.
Yeah. Ultimate Warrior is still going on. Who the fuck is this Ultimate Warrior guy?
What? No.
He's just like doing all these. Or do you, Hulk Hogan, kick the door out? Okay, he's carried on.
Is it Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan having a fight?
No. It's Ultimate Warrior going on. Oh no, it's two of them.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, man.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's Hulk Hogan and there's an Ultimate Warrior. And they're like doing all the quotes together. So
that's brilliant. That's good stuff. I think they fought WrestleMania 4 maybe or 5.
Ryan's here. So I'm going through the comments. Damn. Jem Mint saying I'm trying to steal his look. I need to get some new ink actually, but yeah. They're saying block Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, but they're quite funny. I'm not sure who invited the WWE.
Bring them. I love WWE.
I might have to time out. They go, well
I have all the box sets over there. I have all the box sets of the first 25, I think.
Yeah, should we put them? Let's put them out. Right, here you go. I'm going to. I don't know how to.
Don't remove them, man. Let them fight.
Put user. There you go. Put user on a timeout. There you go.
The Mutus, isn't it? Let them fight.
No, I put Ultimate Warrior on a timeout. And then there you go. They're both on a timeout for now. I don't know how long that lasts.
It's been broken up by the ref.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. And, like,
it's Shawn Michaels screw job, Bret Hart screw job, isn't it? Don't even know what that is.
Childish Greats there. I'm a little late. Finally catching live chat. You're not that late. Brian Jem Mint. Epic videos lately from Brian O'Rourke to Jem Mint. Jay Chai.
We need to stop all this Jem Mint shit. Love going on in our channel, man.
Yeah. James Wallace is here. Greetings from Asgard. Yeah.
Need to burn him.
Chris Eaton, what's up, fellas? Dave MT, yo, Stone466. LOL. Ryan, Jay Chai, Diego. Oh, God, I'm just going to call him Diego for now. He bought the Sideshow Apocalypse. I know it's old, but it's impressive. If you got a good paint, you're lucky because the one I had was fucked. So, sorry to shit your cornflakes there, but the one I had was terrible.
Nah, it's one of them pieces, man. It's it's one of them. Sadly, it's one of them ones. It's hollow. It's light. It wobbles. It's a funny pose. It's not a nice piece, man. Sorry.
Well, the one I had, the pipes were flaking and everything. So, Emerald,
and then you've got that weird sort of like up on one toe shit going on. And Saturday Night Fever arm up in the air for no apparent reason. That's the best. The Apocalypse is one of them characters. It needs to get done. I don't even like that custom. You know that custom that's been done as well. I know shit and all. I don't like that at all.
The one of the throne's nice.
It's still not out yet though.
No, but that was probably the nicer one.
Still ain't seen it though yet.
Yeah.
Bowen's still the king. Still.
Emerald 322 wants a shout out, so yes, shout out. Ben Lake, Dude, Brian. So I'm just scrolling through these quickly. Collectible Kingdom. Come
to the pictures, you bull fuck.
Well, I'm going on because you were chatting away and going on. Mike Hinton's here. Ben Lake. Favorite Punisher comic? I'm being asked. I still like Amazing Spider-Man 129, but I mean cover-wise, I love that. But I do love. There's a few comics as well where I've got one. I don't know what the number is, but I think it's like a number 50 or something like that, and it's a black cover, and he's got like a big silver foil knife, and then it's got red blood going down it, and I love that cover. But it's probably like. It's like a dollar bin cover, but it's just one of those ones I just love. And there's one as well, which is like a really random one as well, where he's kind of pointing a gun at the comic and it's raining.
Oh, I know that. Yeah,
I think I've got it. Got it here actually, but yeah. So yeah, actually, yeah.
yeah, that's nice.
So there's that one.
Bit classic.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I quite liked and actually displayed with a statue a while back. So I had it in a frame. But yeah, other than that, I mean, yeah, I do like 129. I'm gonna I'll hopefully get 129 one day.
You keep trying to have this discussion with Riali about Punisher. He doesn't get it.
Eric Hendershot, DVD Vampire, X-Men exclusives.
Yeah.
No.
X-Men is the 2018 remedy. This is the year of the X-Men this year.
Oh no, there's someone called X-Men exclusives on our chat.
Gordon is in the right place.
Cheers, McGee. That's quite good. There's a name, Cheers, McGee.
Wasn't it? Where am I getting Big Tits McGee from?
Big Tits McGee.
Where am I getting that from? Isn't I heard that?
Big Tits McGee is.
Where am I getting that from? Is in my head.
That's like a Will Ferrell figure, isn't it? Or
all right, might be.
Big Tits McGee. Like... Big Tits McGee.
I don't know. It is.
I don't know. Actually, that does remind me of something, but maybe it's not one of those other films. Big Tits McGee. I've googled it. It comes up on Urban Dictionary.
Oh, good. What's the translation?
Urban Dictionary says a female of the human species who's blessed with the unusually large tips.
Oh boy, mate! Do you know who is? Do you know who X-Men exclusives is?
Who?
It's our boy Anthony, man.
Which one? What Anthony?
Forbes? Is it Forbes?
Oh, Andy Forbes. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's him. The what? Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, brother. Welcome. You come in right at the right time with Big Tits McGee being questioned.
But that's actually it is from a movie because I remember
it is. Oh no, it is. It's Anchorman.
Oh, is it? I just
he put it on a teleprompter, innit?
Yeah.
It's like so, and then she says, "Oh no, sorry, Big Tits McGee is off sick or something like that." Yeah, I watched that the other day. That's where it comes from. Yeah, that's funny.
All right. Well, now we've wasted time with that. Awesome. All right. So basically, with the pictures, I did put on there some of the things that we reviewed this week. I'm thinking about doing another a video because I look up all the analytics stuff now and then just because I want to know what people are watching and things like that. I might try and do a monthly top 10 videos that get the most views each month. Just do a quick video of that and then have a link on there with all the videos on there. Because one of the ones actually that took off was the Kratos video, the Aaron Ray Perez Kratos. That one got loads of views all of a sudden.
I am hearing that there's a few Aaron Ray Perez Wolverines versus the Hulk. I've heard that some people have not paid their balance, and it's become there's a few available. So if anybody's watching this and is interested in getting Aaron Ray Perez Wolverine versus the Hulk diorama, that massive one that we review, check out our review of it. But if you're interested in that piece, I'm hearing now that because I think there was a delay in production, so people have put their money elsewhere, and then when it's come to pay the final bill, they haven't paid. So Aaron Ray Perez has got a few available. So I'm hearing that that's what's occurring. I've just heard it literally 20 minutes ago. So if anybody that was on either waiting list or waiting for one of them and didn't manage to grab one or was, get in contact with Aaron Ray Perez, he's on our group, so you can find him there. But obviously, he's on Facebook, so you can find him there. Or you can just PM me and let me know, and I'll tell him it's fine. I don't care either way.
Yeah. Okay, so what I do then is, do you want to go into the photos?
Yeah, let's smash it, man. Let's go.
Big Tits McGee. All right, so we ain't got too many. I mean, it's 135 today. What we have, which wish was that? Coleman.
Yeah.
God,
I really hate his form of training. You know that.
He's
when I watch him, it's like there's two bodybuilders. If I watch like them training, I can't watch it. The form is just shit, and that's him and that Brian Warren. Can't watch them.
Well, he's
I just can't. I think to myself, he's an injury waiting to happen, and then
he's fucked. He was in hospital, didn't he? He was in hospital. He fucked something up badly.
Fine. Fuck.
Like really badly fucked something up.
I always like the other guys though, man. Like always liked Cutler too nice.
Yeah. Well, I saw Dorian Yates. I've seen Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, Kai Green or whatever his name is as well. Jesus, he's fucking on Simpol. But anyway, so yeah, so this one we done the review the other day of your Taurus Studios Loki. So we got that in.
Nah, James asking me a question. Nah, James, I don't think so, mate. The diorama comes as it cut together, and you can't hold the Wolverine. I don't know if it stays. Does it stay up on its own, Alex?
It does, but the it doesn't look right because the original plan that we had for the diorama was we went halves and halves, and I was going to have the Wolverine, and George was going to have the Hulk. They just don't work separately very well.
James, to be brutally honest with you, that Hulk is fucking unbelievable. So,
are you talking about Wallace?
Yeah, James Wallace. If you're talking
tell Wallace get rid of his Hulk that's taking a shit.
Well, he has loads of shit Hulks. He's not got any Hulk that's anywhere near as good as that one.
Well, the Hulk he has looks like he's taking a shit, and his wife absolutely hates it. So get rid of that.
Yeah. But the Hulk weighs about 42, 43 pounds on its own. That Hulk is massive and it's exceptional.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even want to give any secrets away, but there's a lot of very good Hulks coming out your way. You're going to see sculpted by Ray Perez. So, you know, if there ain't much Hulk wise that man can't do. So, you know, if you're thinking about even, I mean, I would happily give the Wolverine away over the Hulk. I would never part with that Hulk. Never. Yeah. So you should check it.
All right. So we have
this come out. This is really good, man. This come out. I've got it on my display now.
Can't see you.
Oh no, I'm not showing the display. I'm just saying it's in my display.
Well, we have a question. So
you have to see it in person. You got no idea.
Yeah, we have a quick question
about that portrait, mate. No idea.
Quick question is XM Venom or Thanos on throne?
Thanos on throne.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because I really love the Thanos on throne. I mean the Venom. I love the Venom, but you know I'm a bigger Thanos fan. So for me, probably that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, I'm a bigger Venom fan, but I do think that the Thanos on throne is a better piece. I'm not 100% on the Venom base of the XM, to be honest with you. I find it a bit of a mess, but over time,
it could be tidier. Yeah,
over time, I've lost interest in the base, but I still love the figure, and I love how it's a big, huge Venom. That's what I do like. Cheers McGee is saying he's waiting for a Magneto versus Apocalypse statue. I'm sure one will probably happen at some point.
There's enough Magnetos going around. Just chuck it in with an Apocalypse somewhere.
Tim Dang is watching. So, yeah, good to see you.
Welcome, brother. This come out. This was good, man. This piece was nice. I put it in my display. It's deceptively big.
Yeah.
But and you know, I put it in display. It's like the only.
It's still not big enough to fit on your dick-shaped head, though, is it?
No, don't fit on my cock-shaped head.
Good. So yeah, we got that in there. No, I was impressed with this one. I mean, I was impressed at the box size and how, you know, I was expecting that box to be fucking
how compact it ships up. It does.
Yeah. It was packed very well, but so we got that and we did a review of that. So that will probably go up on Tuesday, I think. I have to schedule all the stuff while I'm away.
I wish I had like a couple of other bits though. You know, I wish I had like Thor hammer and you know, a couple of other things like that to go with it. At the moment, it's the only sort of prop I've got at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I had like the Loki PF or something like that to go next to it. It would look, you know, something like that.
I think it would look quite good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, expert exclusive. Someone told me that the Sideshow Juggernaut Marquette is going to be the same kind of scale as the Thanos on Throne, but
The standing up,
then standing.
Yeah.
So the
like a 10-foot character, easy.
The character for the Juggernaut Marquette is going to be fucking massive. Trust me.
Very excited to see that. Man.
Yeah, really, really. So we got that. Then we did the review. Finally, we did the review of the Carnage. I think it's probably a good thing that we waited because Geo did tone down quite a lot. From the first time he saw it, he was a bit.
But then again, you know why? I think for me as well, you really pick shit like display options. Your taste just fucking sucks. I mean, look at that photo there with the blades. I mean, how awesome does that look?
Yeah.
That is the way you're going to display it. I mean, maybe you could put the one hand on, whether it's that back one or whether it's the front one. That's fine. But, you know, you need to have them blades on display. Them blades are fucking epic. I still don't think that the best Carnage representation has been done yet. So I know that my boy Jay is working hard to make that change. So hopefully he can nail that, Jay Char.
Well, I put in on the actual comments, there's a picture of his Carnage, and one came up on my feed of it coloured in red, and then I sent it to Jay to say, man, it looks really good like this. He replied back going to me, oh, did you do that? And I was like, no, I thought you did it. And he goes, no, I don't know where that's come from. And then he went away and he found out someone else did it for him, sort of thing. But that, I've got it on the comments. That looks pretty good. What was I going to say? So, got that. Ben Lake is asking about the Beta Ray Bill video, and so is
I've been telling you.
Yeah,
that needs to go up, man. I've been saying to you.
It's edited. It's
get it up, then you no-haired fucking hairy fuckwit.
I'm sure that's on there. That's waiting to go.
Good.
Let me see. Good. I'll tell you what's waiting to go up. Right. I'm just going into YouTube. So Beta Ray Bill. Oh yeah, Beta Ray Bill, the Bowen bust, the small Bowen cable bust, the Loki life-size helmet. There is that video for you, which I think you've seen now. It says it's got 1 view. It said did you watch that video I sent you the other day?
Yeah, the pressing one.
And then also the Back in Black Spider-Man as well. Yeah. They're the ones that are there at the moment. Okay. What I'll do is I'll try and get something like. Actually, I'm not even going to say because I'll probably make a promise and won't be able to deliver.
Try and get Beta Ray Bill up because a lot of people have been waiting a while for that. Get out.
All right,
it needs to go.
Then we did the review of the E-Honda.
Yeah.
So we did that review for the Pop Culture Shock E-Honda. We did the review for the Pop Culture Shock Alex.
That's the shit, that statue.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, that is the shit. That is probably one of the best Pop Culture Shock Street Fighter pieces I've ever seen. That's how good that piece is. I really was impressed with that. I wouldn't have taken a shit on that piece based on photographs or anything else I've seen. But as soon as I looked at it in person, I was very surprised.
I agree with you on the body sculpt. The body sculpt is amazing, but the head was a bit. The face is a bit.
The portrait is a little soft. But the hair is fine, and the back of the hair is done really well, and the bandana and all that's fine. It's just the face is lacking a little bit of detail, but the rest
it's still emotion.
Yeah, slightly perplexed.
And then the bison as well. We reviewed that as well.
Yeah.
So we got those. This is George's Thanos repaint.
Hey, look at that sexy bitch.
So we got that.
That'll be coming in tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll throw that out to the group at some point tomorrow if I can get it on.
So Lockie was saying, "Is this coming in?" So the answer is yes.
I had it. I paid stupidly for 24-hour shipping to get it back, but I did it on Friday. So the fuckers put it in their depot and left it there all weekend. Had some beers, had some hot dogs, had a shit, fucked their wives, and didn't deliver my stuff. Motherfuckers.
Grifter81, you must have missed the beginning because Geo cancelled it, unfortunately. So he won't be getting the prototypes Kuma in.
I think I'm going to put it into. I think I'm going to put it into something else. I'm going to take the money and I'm going to invest it into a better idea. I'm going to put it. You know, I'm excited about a few things that are going on at the moment. So I decided that I'm going to lift it and I'm going to do something else. So
yeah.
So it goes.
He then mentions Terry Bogard and maybe a Sagat. George would love to have that.
I would love
shock Saga. The Terry Bogard, basically one of the main guys in Connecticut. He actually moved to London, Keats, and what's going to happen is we may review the prototypes before they go to the factory to be made. So potentially the Terry Bogard could be coming here before it goes to the factory. Same as we did with the jury and the other one.
Cammy
so we'll look into that. So these are Geos. There's him with no head. Should have been that one in the end, really, but
yeah, that's right. There's got a few of them there.
It looks great there, actually. Looks really nice.
He's like sort of I've decided to just do top to bottom. So, the gold has all changed. Much more sort of like tones and other things, the silvers and things in it. It's a more sort of a chrome sort of look. Same with the boots. I kind of like the fact I had them sort of toe cap things, but they have been done. Everything's been changed. So yeah, body sculpt's bang on. Base has been repainted as well. So it's a full job.
I love the way he's got his pot noodles in the background and his homebrew.
He doesn't eat, man. He works hard. He's like busting his ass. He has a little snack and then gets back to painting my shit. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, see, he's starting to put a little bit of the worn look into the gold, which I wanted. Happy with that. Yeah, now look at that. Fuck my life. Have a day off. Look at that portrait. Look at that bald-headed portrait. That's fucking crazy. Can't wait to see this. And I've got all three different eyes as well. I've gone with three completely all these three portraits. I've gone with different sort of comic styled eyes.
Yeah.
So I've gone with Jimmy Chung is the bald head is Jimmy Chung eyes, which is basically the Infinity. Like if you read the recent Infinity book.
Yeah.
He has sort of like white, like glowing presence white eyes, and that's what that has. And then I've got a Ron Lim one with the glowing red eyes, and then I also chose that one which you can't see in that picture, but that last photo there, the one with the helmet, that one where he's like where the grin is he has the eyes from the Avengers movie. At the end of Avengers, when he stands up and he when the guy says, the humans, they can't be conquered, and he turns and he's got them glowing, almost human eyes, but like really piercing bluey purple. That's what those eyes are. And they're the red ones, the Ron Lim ones. So cool. I tried to get a few comic elements because I wanted to really use these heads. I just didn't want them sitting in boxes. I thought, fuck, I want changes. I want drastic changes. So
I'm surprised no one's done. Maybe they have, but I don't recall seeing a Thanos headrests.
No, he told me he'd make me them. The guy who painted this.
Yeah.
So if you want me to make you, I'll make you a stand for all your heads. And I was like, you know what, man? It's just nothing I would use because there's not enough space in the D-top to put like three of them in there. The bottom line is I'm just going to change them up, and I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy.
He's in UK, Gem.
Yeah. Got to outsource to your neighbours, man, to try and keep. You've got to promote local talent. And this is the King Thanos head. So this is the most recent comic run that Thanos has had, which has had like I think it's 18 issues. In the end, he meets an older version of himself from the future that basically has conquered and done everything it's meant to do. He has like a Hulk on a lead where he feeds his heroes, like the people that challenge him. He feeds them to him in a pit. He's basically he's got his right hand man is like the cosmic space rider, Ghost Rider, and he basically looks a bit like this. So this is it's basically I've taken the grim, I've taken all the smile. He's it's a sterner look. He's got that beard going on, that sort of like thing, and he's got the hair that runs down all the way through the back. So this is what I'm going with. What I'll do with this paint wise, my idea was just to stick strictly to the comic. So whereas in my other portraits are a little bit more from comic and film, this one I want to be strictly comic. So I want the nice white hair with maybe some light grey highlights. And then if you think the Thanos maquette, the portrait, that them purples and the highlights, that's what I'm going to go with on this portrait. At the moment, I just can't decide on his eyes. It's the only thing I'm unsure about, because in the comics, his eyes are, it looks great, doesn't it? It's a nice head. In the comics, his eyes are like blue, like just all blue, completely blue, with like a few little outlined sort of like purpled bits, but they're like almost piercing solid blue. So I'm not sure if I like that. I'm just not convinced. So let me know in the comments, or PM me to let me know what you think about the eyes, whether I should do them, you know, maybe like the Avengers, where I've got actually more like a human eye, but it's like a whitey blue pupil, or whether just to leave it as is. But, you know, it fits on there great. You know, there's no movement, there's no space.
That one makes his head look really small, but from that angle, it looks perfect.
Yeah, the other one's just like a close-up pic, though, in it. You know, this is taken by the guy who actually sculpted and did all this work. So, you know, but I'm really happy with it. You know, the beard looks good. He was like, "Do I want it really long?" I was like, "No, to be honest with you, I don't, because of the angle of the suit and the way it works. This will just break and chip, and I can't. You know, he wouldn't be able to get this to me in one piece. So I've put on it as long as I wanted it to be. But I'm really happy. You know, as come out. I've moved the hairline up, so that picture there, you can see his hairline sort of quite further back, and the one before it is further up his head. So there. See what I mean? You can see it's moved further up because I wanted it further up. But I'm happy. So, you know, now I paint it and we see how things. I'll get out on the video and we'll have a look at it.
You got Sean Kabaka saying, yo, Gio, my son Calvin wants me to buy your Thanos off you.
I'm sorry, my man. Your son has fantastic taste, but you know, this was the nail in the coffin for this piece. So it was once I decided to keep it, I couldn't. You know, I had to get it. I had to fix what I thought it was lacking.
Tack is saying you should give the base some kind of wet like effect from the Weapon X, XM Weapon X.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, XM worked tirelessly to get that correct, and I mean, they worked for like more than like maybe 2 years to try and get that right. I don't think I could give this guy that amount of time. I still think he would, the epoxy and however he would do it, would end up staining and looking bad. But the base is completely repainted, so it's got a lot more wear in it, like some more greens, moss sort of colours. You know, where water does hit like concrete and cement and like brickwork, it darkens, and it, you know, you see where the water's run. It's got all that in it, so hopefully it comes across well.
You got Jem Min saying super purple. I think he's talking about the eyes. Then you got
super purple, or does he mean the head? Does he mean the portraits? Maybe means the portrait.
I'm not sure. He's early up in the comments. Then people are saying crazy sculpt, nice sculpt, really well done.
The sculpt is there.
Lockie's saying go with the white eyes. Rick Shaw's go with white eyes. Mike Hinton white eyes. Luis Oida saying
white, or do you mean the white pupil, like a human white pupil?
They just said white eyes. Go white eyes. Luis Oida saying King Thanos is Jeff Shaw art, right?
I think it is actually. Yeah, it's the last few editions. It's the last few comics in the run, but I think that's right.
Lockie's saying because the eyes look a lot smaller than the previous sculpts, so the white would then help these eyes stand out.
Actually, his eyes are bigger.
Okay.
The King Thanos eyes are bigger than the XM Thanos eyes. So if you look back at any of the pictures, you can see that his you know, because the XM Thanos basically has only got really 2 head sculpts.
Yeah.
It's got the big smiley grimace face. You know, where it's like happy grimace. You know, that happy grimace.
Yeah.
And then it had the sort of one where the smile was going up half of his face. but that is on the bald head and the mast head. So it's the same sculpt underneath there. So if you go back a couple of pictures. So basically, to the portrait. So that's one sculpt.
Yeah.
And then the other one, the next picture along, that one is the different one. Yeah. But if you go back to the one that has red eyes, that is the same as the bald head. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've done a completely fresh sculpt, no teeth. And if you look, there's no grimace on his face now. The eyes, if you go look at the next couple of pictures, you can see the eyes are open. See in there, that's where there's no, that's crowded in. That's been opened up. So that there's none of that going on. So it's actually, because they're not painted, you can't really tell. But I specifically said I want the eyes opened up. I don't want any grimacing. I really want to be able to see the eyes. Because the one thing about the XM one, there's a little bit, one of the eyes is really small, one's a bit bigger. And then on the grimacing face, it's almost like he's looking down and the helmet covers most of his eyes. If you've ever seen that piece or you own it, you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When you look down at it, the helmet almost looks like it's covering his eyes.
All right.
So I tried to do some different bits on it, but hopefully it comes out okay.
All right. Take care. Ben Lake's off. He has to depart somewhere. So take care, Ben.
Be lucky, brother.
Jen Mint is saying you breathe new life into that piece. Makes me wish you didn't dump that now.
To be honest, man, I was going to do exactly the same thing. That's exactly what happened. I think a lot of people did. I think a lot of people turned around, they got the maquette in. It was a knee-jerk reaction. Do you need this many? Do you need that many? And there's no doubt about it. Factory paint, factory piece versus factory piece, it's not even close. But I really thought the XM sculpt was there and the switch outs were there. There were things to do.
Well, I'll tell you what made you realise was I think it was the Augustin Wee repaint or the Augustin Lowe, sorry, repaint.
It was that, but he only did the blue. He sculpted. He left the golds alone, and he left the base alone. He left the heads alone. It basically was. I contacted Augustin Lowe and I said, have you got any pictures of that I can use as reference because I'm going to have it done? He's like, yeah, no problem. Help me out. I just went into some color sort of ideas with the artist and went from there. But you're right. It was the idea to do that, but just do more. Much as I could, change as much as possible.
Well, I say Gio's going to be unboxing this hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
If he can get the videos to me before I go, I'll stick them together and I'll put them onto YouTube before I go. If not, unfortunately, I don't know what you're going to do. But we'll see.
When do you go?
I probably will be leaving my house about 5 o'clock tomorrow.
8 p.m.
PM, yeah.
Well, I'll try my best.
It will. I don't know how long you're going to wrap it on for, but if it's half an hour video, it will take me like an hour to upload to YouTube and to edit.
You can do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but all this stuff's 1080. So X-Men Exclusives is saying now you've had that repainted, would you be tempted to put that with the Thanos on Throne in the same cube?
I'm not. I don't want to sound like an arsehole, but based on the paint I'm already seeing, I think I prefer the piece over the maquette anyway. I don't want to be. You got to remember that it's hard because this was the project that I chose. It was all of the color choices are mine. All of everything, the eyes, the portraits, the helmet, the gold, the base, the whole thing was all my inputs. It's like my piece.
Yeah,
I just thought that I thought the sculpt was really overlooked with a really shoddy paint job.
Sure.
I think the sculpt is really there on that piece, and I'm glad that an artist has been able to bring it back. It's a hard one. It's a difficult one, but I am preferring it at the moment. I'm just preferring it. I think that it's much more comic accurate to what I remember. The sculpt, and now it's shaded and the gold's done, and I'm very happy with it. So I think to me it will be my definitive Thanos, which got my print on all over it because it's what I wanted. So kind of hard.
Jen Mint said he was talking about the portrait needs to be super purple for the artwork. Cheers McGee says go for the white glowing eyes, so painted with object source lighting. I think that's like James Tassay uses, where it all goes all UV. Ben Lake is going. Cat Dad, how's it going, Michael? Um, Mike Hinton saying, I'm looking at mine now and thinking how bad it looks. Apparently, the Alien Queen art is on low stock. Tax says he's hyped for the unboxing and the review for sure. Your inbox is going to get flooded with head sculpt requests. Louis Oida is saying now. Oh no, sorry. Eric Hendershot is saying the big question is if you can only keep one, which would it be? I don't think it's fair to ask him now because he needs to wait for it to be in hand. And
I need to see it. I need to see it in person, and it's hard as well because if you have the XM at its core, and then I have the Sideshow at its core, factory paint, Sideshow is better, right? So then if I take the XM and I repaint it and I make it mine and I do what I need to do and it's all my style and it's my shading, it's my comic that I read, it's my portraits, it's got Jimmy Chung here and Ron Lim there and fucking Hackman fucking net. You know what I mean? If I go that way and I did the same with the maquette, if I took that maquette, sent it to an artist and had that all repainted top to bottom, all in my style, then it's difficult. I think the maquette is the definitive Thanos piece, like in terms of work and what's gone into it. But again, there's a part of it that is that it's not really accurate to anything that I read, is it? It's a stylized version of a character that I love. But it's not, there's no Thanos in the comics that looks like the maquette. There isn't any. Doesn't really look like them. Doesn't have that suit. It doesn't look like that. What are you laughing at?
I'll tell you later. Someone just PMing me, asking us for a favour. So
I hate that.
It's quite funny. I don't know if he's being serious though or not, but yeah, I'll tell you. Sorry. Go on, are you going to make a crown for the king?
I looked at it, but the crown in the comics is really, really delicate.
Yeah.
I mean, that new maquette that throne that people are showing at the moment for the movie-based one.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that would be perfect. That I could make. I could get that made, but it's not accurate. It's not accurate to the comic book. In the comic book, he doesn't. In a lot of the pictures, he doesn't actually he doesn't have his crown on. So he's actually like got his hair out and he's fighting. It's all in the air and whispering around and all that. But in the comics, the crown is really delicate, and I'd need it to be PVC. Like I'd need it so that it would survive any type of shipping, that it would be strong enough, and that's mega money. That's just so much money.
Yeah, you need still
metal molds.
Metal molds, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, can we move on from this now?
Yeah, you can. You're the one staying. Oh yeah.
This is something which I personally quite like. I mean, George is not a huge fan of Watchmen, but I know he's just bought it, so hopefully he'll give it another chance. But this is Dr. Manhattan by Bushy. So I think this looks fantastic. I'm hoping James picks this up so I can get a look at this.
Who, James Wallace?
Yeah, he's all over this. Yeah.
It's really nice, though, isn't it?
Problem with
I really would like to see Sideshow make what's his name?
Rorschach.
Yeah, Rorschach. I'd like to see them make that.
Yeah. That's the thing is, I mean, like, you're only ever going to get a Dr. Manhattan and a Rorschach. Most other characters are unfortunately not going to get made. I mean, the
other guys,
Night Owl probably won't get made. Maybe the comedian is pretty cool. But we'll see. Comedian's pretty cool as well.
The comedian, it's comedian, isn't it?
Yeah, comedian and the Night Owl and I can't remember the other guy's name, the intelligent guy. I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool characters. She's hot, that woman.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
So there's that. I like that.
Yeah, it looks wicked. The sculpt is crazy. It looks great.
This is the measurements for the Jurassic Park diorama, and all I want to say is, Brendan Guerrero, you are fucked, my friend. 160 centimeters wide, 57 centimeters high, and it's almost like maybe like a Bester laying on the floor or something. Maybe actually a bit smaller.
This is a centerpiece.
Yeah,
this
course.
Isn't something you get to go with other things unless you're that fucking guy, you know. What's his name?
Yeah,
in Thailand or wherever he is. That house that he's got where everything's like just nuts.
Imi Solis.
Yeah, exactly. But this is a centerpiece, man. So this is something that you put like somewhere. You if you love this stuff, you give up that type of space.
Yeah. There you go. And it's 55 deep.
That's monster. It's a monster.
I don't even know how to say it. So Vasrod's given that guy his name. His name's Ozzy Midas, isn't it?
Who?
Ozzy Midas is the guy from Watchmen. Sorry, that's what someone's just put up. So you got that. Shit. 68.
That tail really sticks out.
Yeah.
You'd have thought though that, you know what I mean, that probably would have put that tail straight.
Well,
because they've already given out like enough width, enough length at 160. What's another fucking like 10 centimeters? You know, they've got like the 10 going into the depth, which just makes it even more monstrous.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, I know what you were saying. I mean, that wouldn't even fit. If you literally laid a Bester down, it wouldn't fit in there.
Yeah, but they're measuring it from a point that the bushes go even further across than that.
Yeah. Yeah, the measurements are a bit fucked, aren't they?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing that those are like soft, so it doesn't really matter. But still, it's still a lot further. Our boy Jim doing his business.
All right. So so this is the Gem doppelganger, and again, I mean, this is looking fantastic. So this is just having a little bit of little cleanup again, just getting it back. I'm really looking forward to seeing this piece coming out and seeing what what it looks like in hand and when it's painted and things.
I want to see the print of this.
Yeah, for sure. And it's displayable as well. I haven't got it here, but the actual measurements on it makes it quite displayable.
Very reasonable, yeah.
Then you got the Batman Who Laughs. So this is from the Batman Metal comics. This one is by Empire Studios. This is creepy as fuck. This is
Empire. Is the same lot that did the Dark Side.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's interesting. That Dark Side looks the fucking shit.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. They I don't think those images are not public, so we can't show those ones.
Yeah, I know.
I know they got sent across the other day, but it can't show them. They basically there's some images came out of a print, but the print was very rough and needed cleaning, so they don't want it public yet. So we'll probably have that on next week's chat.
It looks great already, so I can only imagine what it's going to look like when it's cleaned up.
It's a fucking beast. It's like 32 centimeters high. Sorry, inches high. And it's it's an absolute beast.
Well, you know what? In fairness, that's probably closest to being the right quarter scale.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Undersized him badly, Sideshow. Undersized him badly so that he would fit in with the PF and all of that shit. It was a wrong decision.
I think I'm going to download these comics and read them.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen there's some beautiful covers of these.
They got some really nice covers. Nicholas sent a load to across to me because he wanted to get them CGC'd, so he sent them across to me. And I had to tell him that they arrived okay. So I opened them up and looked at the covers. The covers are really nice, really nice.
Well, they're getting lost in the post.
No. They went back to him and he got them. They're all 9. He got them all as 9.8. So he was very lucky.
Well done.
Yeah. So this basically comes as this piece, but then also has the attachments of the little GIMP Robin things that go with him. So this is the Batman. We'll go through this first. There you go.
It's crazy.
You got the mask there as well.
such a weird concept. But I'd something about it I like.
No, I do. And then you got the little kind of gimp things with him like that.
Gimp is sleeping.
Well, wake him up then.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, Lockie's telling me if I order the Road to Metal on Amazon now, I'll save £10. Awesome.
Dude, that's what a team. What a fucking team we got here.
That's fucking teamwork.
It's fucking gold, man. It's like gold.
Gargair, is that his name? Gargair. Yeah, we got a few pictures of the Alien XM piece, but not much has been shown yet. I think the weekend coming up is going to be in either Philippines or it will be in Thailand. So we'll get to see that fully then, the Alien by XM. So I'm commenting to comments on the. And then this is the Icebreaker Studios version.
Lockie, I believe that Dark Side from Empire is that our boy Franco?
Mackie, yeah.
Yeah, Mackie Franco. Get in contact with him via Facebook and have a chat with him. But I believe he was either involved or helping somebody or whatever it is. But he's the man to talk to. So if you want that Dark Side, I would hit him up, mate, because he's the guy to contact. And that Dark Side, I mean, Gary's got that on PO, so he's seen an early showing of that, and he shared it with us earlier today. I think we've seen it before, but I mean, it's impressive, mate.
Tell Lockie, ignore George. I've messaged the guy straight away.
Message though.
I've messaged the people involved, so it doesn't matter.
Did you tell them to contact Lockie then?
I have.
Good. See, it's done for you.
It's done.
It's done.
UPM. There's a few left apparently.
Hey,
a few cancellations. There you go. All right, so then this is the Icebreaker white version as well, which yeah. I don't know what to say in comparison. I mean, that one I think looks considerably better. I do think that the Icebreaker one needs a lot more refining. I do think this is.
I don't know what it is though, man. But you know, some of the stuff I'm seeing coming out of there at the moment just looks really rushed.
Well, apparently, a lot of the pre-orders have been cancelled.
I mean, I saw something today. What did I see on the page today? Someone shared. I thought, fuck me. It was like Crossbones. Just didn't look finished to me. It looked rushed out. It just doesn't look finished.
Crossbones. You sure Crossbones was his? Because there was a Crossbones by Vision as well.
No, I think it is.
All right, because the Crossbones by Vision is fucking awesome.
Nah, this ain't awesome.
Okay.
This was just it just looked a little bit. This just looked a little bit rushed. Like it. You know what I mean? There's a lot. I mean, sometimes having a lot of projects going on all at once is dangerous. You need to just take your fucking time, clean up some shit, and get it right. Because you know the problem is once you start getting into hand, if they ain't right, that's all of these other ones you're working on, all these other things, they're done. No one's going to be buying. They're just going to be like, yeah, ain't good enough.
People are going to bow, especially the way he's doing things. I mean, it's good in a way, but in a way it's not for him. He's trying to be quite smart by doing $1 pre-orders. But what will happen then is people would pay the $1. That's fine.
Icebreaker, Alex.
Yeah.
So Icebreaker Crossbones. I'm seeing the pictures of it now. Yeah. Again, this is what our boy Anthony's just hit me up with some photos.
Tell him to send them to me.
It doesn't send them across to Alex, mate. But for me, it just looks a bit rushed.
Yeah.
You know, the skin texture, the whole thing just looks a bit. It just looks a bit of a. It just looks a bit rushed, man.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look like it's finished. It looks like it's. Let's get it out. Let's get it done, and like let's not. It just looks a bit like that.
All right, so we got the Gravid Labs.
Now this is what I'm thinking about actually putting my Akuma money into.
This one,
I'm seriously considering.
This is the Surfer. You didn't send me this. This was
no, I didn't.
Okay, this is fine then. Yeah, so this is the Surfer. Apparently, the portal at the back is going to be detachable, so it's going to take up space.
Yeah,
It's
that comes on Galactus' sort of on Galactus's hand, doesn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. Right, I like the pose on that. I like the pose and the anatomy on that Surfer though. That's pretty right. That's pretty accurate. I think they're messing about with the leg or something, the hip position. But I actually said to him, I quite like it as is because the Surfer is kind of. I don't want to use a bad word, but it's
it's not camp.
I don't want to say camp. I want to use the word maybe effeminate.
You were going to say camp. I know you were going to say camp.
The alien, it don't move. It's not. He's not really worried about impressing anybody or looking fucking hyper macho or anything. He's just quite comfortable in his own skin, and he moves in a very funny way. I actually think they captured this pretty well here with that. So I quite like that. So hopefully they don't mess with it too much because I like it as is. The Cyclops, though, this actually, I saw this, I thought, yeah, it's okay. There's a lot of Cyclopses going about, but keep going. So these are the Cyclopses that are around at the moment. So I obviously have the Sideshow Classic. That top right one is the XMs, which is like a slightly modernized version, which I actually quite like as well. But keep going.
What's the top left then?
I don't know. It's another custom. I think that's the one Chad's got.
Top left is Mac, isn't it?
I think it might be. I think that's the one Chadman's got. So, there's got a couple of things on here. So this one, with all the muscle fibers and the smooth versus the contrast and stuff. I'm not sure about this color palette, but then I heard that it's going to be this is the latest up. This is the latest update. Top left is Mac custom. So thanks, Anthony, bro. This one here is the more latest pictures that we're seeing where he's actually put the Magneto helmet in Cyclops' hand, and that to me that looks like the Sentinel's chest. Yeah, he's standing on. It hasn't been finished yet, but that's what it looks like to me. Sure, so what I'm hearing is that rumors is that these guys, what they're doing is they're taking parts of Sentinel and they're going to put them all sort of together, and they're actually making it so the heights all work together, so that if you have all of the pieces that they're going to be making, they all fit in sort of their own display. So they're all going to fit together like as a big diorama, if you want that, which I think is really exciting because I like it when people are thinking ahead. They're not just thinking, I'm going to release a Cyclops and I'm going to release this character. Oh, I'll do this character. I like it when people are thinking, well, I'm going to do 6 or 7 X-Men and they're all going to fit, and size-wise they'll all be displayable on a front and a back row. So you have them all like blocked together, which I think is very interesting. Now, this apparently, what I'm hearing is that if you look at you see the optic blast that Cyclops has got,
shooting the floor.
That's going to be a translucent, like a clear resin, like a red clear resin, and that arrow that's pointing up is going to be like a light that is in the base and is going to point up, and basically it's going to hit. It's going to hit the translucent resin and make it glow.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So what's going to happen is that's all going to be flaming out like the way it is, all like fucking aggressive and wicked with him screaming. And then apparently the light on the base, the chest base, which is going to look like a Sentinel light, is going to also illuminate the visor. Going to illuminate the beam, which I thought was fucking genius. And this made me think this might be where I'll put my investment. So I'm going to be talking to Marcus Chow and Jeremy Sang. I'm going to be talking to them guys. I'm going to see how I can get on board because I think I might want to jump into this. Because I actually think I wasn't keen on the colours, but then of the Cyclops from these pictures, the colour pictures, but they're not right. I heard also that he's going with classic colours, which I think I sent you a picture of.
You did. Sorry, someone was asking me to zoom in a little.
Yeah, zoom in. Make it big, it's fine. The base isn't finished, I know that much. But apparently there's going to be a light under there that's going to splash up, which is obviously going to be the Sentinel chest light. And then it's going to light up the visor at the same time. So it's going to look, like both of them are lit up.
Yeah, so I'm just doing some close-ups because someone says they're on their mobile device and they can't see it properly.
Yeah.
So
Go, man. Go.
see how we accommodate for the requests. There you go.
Like the hair there, where it's like short underneath the thing's clever. So this is what I'm talking about here. If you go here, see the way that he's designing this, the way he's thinking about this is that they will be at a similar eye level. He's making a few different characters, which I'm not allowed to reveal at this time. But there's other characters coming, and basically it will be like a whole display, which will go together. And apparently the heights and all of this is being thought about as we speak. It's being measured and it's being put together so that they all are the right sort of size and scale, so they're easy to sort of display together.
Yeah.
I have that beast. Can't wait for that to come. But I think I might jump in on this Cyclops as well. So, yeah, keep going.
It's a different head, isn't it? Different angle.
Mm. Like the hair. That's the colours that it's going to be. Not that colour. So apparently that is the colours that they're going with, which is the classic Cyclops colours, which is going to be that sort of almost midnight royal blue that they're going with. So, you know, and then that you've got the contrast with the sort of like Kevlar almost styled armour with smooth elements as well, which are going to break up the sculpt lovely, which is interesting. Also, I'm hearing something I heard today is that the way they're also thinking about this is the Beast has light up features, right? Cyclops has light up features, right? So what they're thinking of doing is they're going to have these certain type of lights that go into the statues, yeah? Like how, think about how the Thanos one is. You know how they're individually, the lights are separate,
Yeah.
and you just stick them on and they sort of light up. Well, the way that I heard from Chow is that what he's trying to do is make it so that you have one control, like one remote, and it will light all of that display up. All of the lights will work on.
Yeah. What
so
if
basically,
you
the Sentinel light will come on the chest, lighting up Cyclops, and then you know what I mean. The Beast's thing will light up. Everything will light up with one universal control. All the lights will operate off it. So if that's going to happen, that's another really impressive idea.
Yeah. Well, the thing is if you look onto the the Connecticut's Thundercat diorama, on that one, they have an input for the micro or mini USB, whichever the common one is. And then they have another plug, which is a USB port. So you can daisy chain them all across. So I'm assuming it's kind of the same kind of thing as that.
Yeah, you have to chat to Chow, but I mean, he's trying to get it so all the lights basically work off the same unit.
Yeah.
Basically, they'll all be separate. You put on your remote, you put in your display, bang, and Beast will light up, Cyclops will light up, they'll all light up, all the characters he's doing. They'll all have some form of light up. None of them will be wired. None of the stuff will have wires running through them. He doesn't believe in that, thankfully, which is what was my issue with Beast before I pre-ordered, was like, what fucking light ups are you doing? Tell me you're not wiring the base. Tell me it's going to be like, you know, and he's like, no, we're not. We're doing separate lights. You put them into place, and then you switch them on and off. Perfect. Done. Sold. But I love this. I like this Cyclops, and this is what I'm thinking about putting my investment in. I'm thinking about this. I have the Sideshow version, but I'm thinking I may have to rethink things.
Right. So then
to do a fucking repainting.
So that's the other angle of the Magneto helmet.
I like the helmet idea. I really like that.
Yeah, that's fucked though there, but yeah, it's like attached to his fist.
Yeah. Clean up your shit, Chow.
Yeah, neaten up your fucking renders before you get us to show them. God damn it. So
I hope he keeps that, though. I mean, that bit of red and purple on that helmet will break up the blues and yellows of Cyclops very well.
Well, that's the thing about the Sideshow version, which is fucking bullshit, is why the fuck is that Magneto helmet at the back and hidden away?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the Magneto. Now, I'm hearing that this is sold out and sold out fast. This is based off that very, one of Alex's favorite Magneto covers. I actually have it in my display as well with my XM version.
Yeah.
But what I am hearing is that if this is something that you're interested in, you need to contact Chow and Marcus Chow and see if you can get. I mean, apparently there is a wait list, so you can get on a wait list for this. So if this is something you're interested in, you love that cover like Alex does, this is a thing to be doing.
I remember what number it is. If it's number, might be one of the X-Men number 1s or something. I can't remember.
I've got it over there, but I can't see it because the light's not on.
Yeah,
but again, this is one of them ones that's going to be worked, and you know the way it is from that cover where they're all covered. They're all going to be sort of like cement almost coloured, you know, like rocks because they've been turned to stone, and he's like, that's why he's highlighted and they're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this could be something that comes out and is very special. But let's hope. We'll see.
Well, we have to see what the paint and the paint can make. The paint can really make or break it, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's hope. There's fingers crossed for that one. I do really like that. There you go. There's the artwork.
See, that's what I mean about the the Psylocke and the Wolverine and the Cyclops. They're all sort of like turned to stone. Very cool.
So, and then this is actually the Icebreaker Doomsday, and I actually think it looks really nice. But the thing about it is, it's just a blatant copy of the Prime 1 version, just made smaller.
Yeah, pose wise and stuff's pretty close.
Oh, the only difference. Well, the only difference is really the face is a little bit different, and the fist is closed.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do think that. I mean, I like some of the pieces that Icebreaker does. I do like the Black Heart; it stood out for me as a few of the other pieces, but I do think that. I mean, it's a tough topic because it's like, well, none of these guys have licenses anyway, so it doesn't matter who's doing whose artwork and who's copying who because they don't have the fucking license to make them anyway. But this guy's now copying, you know, a licensed piece, pretty much, you know, and that's I think
openly.
It's just a bit too brash, and it's just a bit too like. I can do what the fuck I like, kind of thing. I mean, I know that I know he copied. There was a guy called something like Trung Mei or something like that, Trung Mai, whatever. He did a load of quite nice pieces. He did the breaking of the bat. He did the Aquaman. He did some other pieces. He did Hawkman, and then he disappeared and took everyone's money. So what happened is Icebreaker said, "I'm going to make all these pieces," and I think he even gave a discount to the people who got screwed over, which is pretty decent of him. You know, but he still copied the project. But because it's like the way he done it, it was quite. I don't want to say classy, but there was a class to it because he kind of he did give something to the guys who lost out, I believe. But then when you then there's more and more projects where he's copying from others, and they're like, yeah, we showed our reveals, and this guy's like, you know, taken our idea, and now he's making it, and he's like sold them, and you know, he's screwing us over, and you know, there is an element of, well, you have to be careful who you show it to, and blah blah blah. But then when it gets to the stage where it's like, all right, now I'm going to start copying licensed products, yeah, it's just a bit like you're bringing too much attention to something that shouldn't really have the attention around it. So I don't know with that really.
It's definitely dangerous.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I mean, this is what we talk about sometimes when we start talking about high yeses and high fucking numbers. It's not for fun. We don't do this shit for shits and giggles. The whole point that we do it is because if you fucking bring a red flag to all customs, if you start making customs too expensive and the edition size too high, and you're all too brash about copying designs and fucking each other up, all that's going to end up happening is that, you know, customs will break and disappear. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to clamp down. All eyes will be on you. You know, and then where are we? We've got no customs. We've got no independence. We lose people like fucking the Daniel Bells and the, you know, the Canals and everywhere else because they've got nowhere to work. They've got no designs to show because you know, there won't be really any customs because they'll be too bogged down with the legal problems. It'll be too risky. It'll be too, you know, it'll be too dangerous. And that's the problem. That's the whole point of mentioning it and saying, like, you need to maybe calm your shit down or back up or drop your price a little bit or drop your ES a little bit. Yeah. You know, if anybody thinks it's a personal issue, you're fucking, you know, you're retarded because it ain't. It's got nothing, it is nothing personal. You know, ain't show friends, it's show fucking business. It's got to do with keeping the customs going, keeping them sort of making characters that we want to see at an edition size that's reasonable and a price that's reasonable, and the artists can make them and become the next big thing. Because now people like Daniel Bell and Canal, they work at Sideshow. And other places like that have artists all over the place. They go all over the place, but they get seen through customs mostly.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So if we lose that, if all of a sudden the politics become too much and the licenses and the companies start fucking, it ain't hard to find these people. No, do you understand what I'm saying? It's fucking hard to find these people. A lot of these custom people are in with licensed people. It ain't hard to find who you are. So don't think you're sitting there like with this anonymity. They fucking know who you are. So just don't be greedy about it. Take a little bit, you know, make a little bit of money, do the projects you want to make, and fucking keep it sensible. You ruin it. If your house caves in around you, you're fucked. We're all fucked then.
That's the thing. I mean, you know, Disney does not give a fuck if you're making a run of 30 and you're making, you know, $5 grand, 10 grand profit. They don't give a fuck about that. But then when you start making, you know, some of the projects we've seen recently, it's like 100 grand or whatever else. It's like, yeah, this has now become like a job for you. You're making a living out of this, and you're making 100 grand on a project. And it's like, that's where it gets like, you know, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Then lights are shining on you. Then people are paying attention to you because you're not just taking one piece of the pie, you're taking a whole fucking pie. And then you're copying designs from licensed companies now. Now light shines even more on you. Like, who are these fucking guys and what do they think they're doing? This is the problem, you see. You've got to try and play this game a bit smart. It's getting too greedy. It's getting too brazen, companies. Too greedy. Got to try and stay under the radar. Make some projects that you really want to make. You know what I mean? I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing 25 million fucking Wolverines. I swear to God. That's not trying to find the right Wolverine. That's just trying to cash in.
Right. Then you got the this is again the icebreaker one. It went a bit out of sync. So this is the icebreaker. Batman Metal, so Batman Who Laughs. I just think this one looks like a really rough render. So this must be early on, I'm assuming.
I think this is too early for it to even be seen. I think that's so rough. I shouldn't see that.
Yeah.
If it's got here, it shouldn't have got to me. Yeah. I shouldn't be talking about this because if I'm gonna look at that objectively, it looks like someone did that in fucking class and they're about 5 years old using fucking some sort of computer tech. I mean, that looks really, really, really early. There's nothing going on that. That shouldn't be here.
Yeah. No, that's exactly. I think I put it in there. It popped up. So this is the
that should be there.
J Chai. I'll tell you what, Simon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blame Dave Cassie for this, right? I've got to close this for a second and I've got to reopen it because it's Dave Cassie's fault.
Hey, baby. Is my boy there?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I heard him. I'm talking to my wife.
Oh, God.
And my pup is harassing. The puppy was like trying to get into the room. Come here, Bob. Come sit down, then. Come sit down, big good boy. Come in here. Sit down, then. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'll keep you up. Otherwise, just close it. It's fine.
So Ed Dude's saying that was my point with the Amiga Red was the problem, because that we will get Disney's eye if they know that they are losing out on a six-figure profit on one single project, and they'll shut that down. Yeah, that was kind of our point with the whole thing. It was like it wasn't a personal attack on an individual. I didn't even name the project. funny enough, the person who was trying to,
I don't waste my time on this fucking
well, I'm
bullshit.
just saying, the person trying to sell the project was the one naming the project repeatedly and saying PM here and trying to bring that piece into it to try and get it publicity. We didn't even name it until that person brought it up anyway. But that was our point, was the fact that if you start to make customs, those edition sizes and those prices and copying licensed pieces, it's just going to flag it up and it's just going to ruin it for everybody. It's just going too far.
That's exactly it, dude.
Yeah.
People think it's like people, honestly, I got some messages going like, you know, it's this person's project and, you know what I mean? If you got some sort of issue. No, I don't fucking care who makes it. I really don't care. At the end of the day, you know, you know, it's the same with loads of people I speak to. If they do something stupid, you know what I mean, and they do something silly, what am I meant to just ignore that? Because what? Because I know you, because I maybe speak to you, because I've spoken to you before. Is that how it's meant to work? It doesn't work like that here, right? At the end of the day, operate right, try and do things the right way, and then no one's going to call you up and go, well, hold up a minute. You know what I mean? The ES is a little high, the price is a little high. You know, what's going on here? No, am I meant to ignore that? Am I meant to do you some type of favor? I ain't gonna do you shit. Because the bottom line is that no one's gonna, if I step out of line and I start doing something stupid, somebody's gonna bring it up and that's fine. I'll take my oaths. I'll sit there and say, yeah, you know, I would come out and say, this is why I did it. This is why I said it. This is what I meant. I've got no problem with standing up like a man and explaining myself. I don't need to send in no crowd to get involved or some other people to lose their shit. I don't care. I don't need anyone fighting my battles for me. I'm a grown man. I say what I think, say how I feel. If you don't agree, God bless you. I don't mind. It's fine. But the bottom line is, if you're going to copy licensed pieces, then you're going to be called out on it. If you're going to make high numbers and high prices, you're going to get called out on it. It's just how it goes. And that's how it should be, because at the end of the day, otherwise, what's exactly happening here? What's happening? If you can go around doing that, nobody says anything, nothing ever changes, eventually, fucking hammer's going to fall on you, man. Hammer's going to come down, and then what? Then there's only one Omega Red out there. Then there's only, you know what I mean? There's only fucking licensed people are going to be the only ones that can make anything, and that's absolutely fine. I love most of my collection. 95% of my collection of it is licensed pieces, but I do happen to know that some very, very talented people have come from customs, and I don't want to see that snuffed out. It's like grassroots football, yeah? You're not winning the fucking World Cup without grassroots football. If you're under 12s, under 14s, under 16s, under 18s, under 21s are winning competitions, your senior team will end up winning European Championships, World Cups. You understand? If there's no grassroots, there's no professional league. That's just how it works. You know, you're never going to get anywhere. We want to see the best pieces, you know. And I don't. If that means custom, great. If that means license, great. But there's this lovely little loophole with customs, right, where they don't have. Oh no, Gambit can't be smoking. Oh no, you know, Cable can't look down the sight of his gun. Oh no, Bishop can't have a shotgun. It can't be realistic. You know, all of these things that start happening, that licensors start strangling the creative process of a piece. That's something that customs don't have. That's an advantage. So use the advantage. Go make something great. Go think big. Make characters that no one wants to touch. You know, make them aggressive and real as you want to make them. But then, you know what I mean? That's where their custom should be. For me, that's where they should be. I think when I start seeing a million Wolverines with really high edition sizes and hugely high prices, I just feel like somebody's bent me over. I feel really like it's a big abusement of the way this game should be played. That's just my personal opinion, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's always the way with it, though. It's like, you know, people will say that there's a line and the line's getting crossed, but where is the line? And to one person it's this, and to one person it's that. I don't know, but
it's hard. Listen, there are people I know, there are friends that I have that will never buy a custom piece. They look at it as in it's completely wrong before you even start.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I can respect that. They have a line and that's their line. And there is no bending. There's no fucking bending of the rules. There's no, well, I just buy this one because I really like this character. I really like this artist. There's none of that. And I can respect that. But you look at this, for example. Look at this here that's coming out now. Starting to look at pictures of this Carnage. Now, Carnage is a character that's been done a handful of times, you know, in quarter scale, and never really been done, I don't think, to the best of its ability. So I think there's
we mentioned on the video
it's not a huge character. This is not a money grab. This is somebody who's trying to make something and trying to fill a void that they think is there. That you know, a definitive Carnage. I can respect that because this ain't no, you know what I mean. This ain't Spider-Man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not another Venom. So I mean, this basically was a Carnage that the image was put up. I copied this image, but apparently it wasn't actually put up by the person who commissioned it, but he loves it anyway, so I used this.
Great.
Basically, this was this image.
Oh wow, yeah.
Someone then went away saying, you know, I just messed around on Photoshop, and here you go. And it was like,
that fucking guy, job.
Yeah,
what great,
great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he did really good. I like the weird mole things though. I like the kind of boils and stuff. I've never noticed that on Carnage before, but I do think that works.
Yeah, I mean, I really love this. I think this looks great. You know, I really love the texturing on the skin. I really like the teeth, the finer details of the teeth, because they're done almost like individual teeth, and I really like that. It's got that, you know, it's coming out and it's breaking out of, is it Ravencroft or?
Yeah, it's Ravencroft is the psychiatric ward, yeah.
So I really love the idea of the base. It's got story to it. It's forward. It's aggressive. You know, I like the pose. I like the anatomy. This could be very special. This piece.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Definitely the best concept of a Carnage piece I've seen.
Yeah, I do. I think it's coming along really nicely. There were a few things I didn't like on his right arm. I didn't like the axe part of it, but I think they're adjusting that now. So I didn't add it on there because I know it's still working on it. So there's another angle there.
Yeah, his right arm's got like a fucking axe thing, and his left arm's got like these like two blades that are sticking out. They're wicked, which I remember from the comic and the cartoon actually a few times. Yeah, this also like a twin, you know, like Wolverine, but about the middle bit.
Yeah. But as I say, the axe didn't look very good. I told him to reduce it by quite a bit.
The length on it.
Yeah.
I thought you wouldn't like the length. See, I don't get involved as much with the Carnage as you do because you're the Carnage. That's it. That looks cool.
Oh yeah, no, I'm speaking to the guy about he messages me because it's the same as like there are a few characters I like. I mean, I always said that if I was to make a custom character, it probably would have been Doppelganger. So when Bon and Stephen went on to doing the Doppelganger, they messaged me several times to say like, what do you think of this and this and this, because they know that was the piece I was considering kind of making at one point, several times. So yeah. So that's the blade you're talking about there.
Yeah, I like that.
And sorry, I left off the axe because they're changing it. They reduced it by 30%. I didn't want to show it because to me it looked pretty bad. So I don't want it to be there if it's not going to be the future. So
I liked it as it was, but
no, it was well too long. It was fucked. Then you got the Kinetiquettes. This is the Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I've seen that. A big dragon is like massive.
There you go. Look at that. And the this is going to be awesome. And then you got the exclusive part, which is the that. Oh, it will let me. You got that exclusive part there, which is again is his little pet. Which is I've not played the game, but I did see a video, and it was kind of like Monster Hunters Explained. And what it is this guy's watching his friend play Monster Hunter, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I've got this new game, Monster Hunter," and his friend's like, "Oh, so what do you do?" He goes, "You just run around like the world map, and you you pretty much kill monsters. And he's like, wow, why'd you kill them? Did they like burn a village down, or you know, have they like killed your family or something? He's like, no, you just go and you just go and find them, and they're in their wild like habitat, and you go kill them. You just go and then you go and make some weapons out of their armor and then, you know, out of their scales and stuff. And the guy's like, what? He's like, so they haven't done anything wrong? No, not really. Okay, and then it sort of cuts to a part, and the guy's like, so what about this big monster? Why is she chasing you? Oh yeah, I just killed all her babies and made like a shield out of it. Look at my shield. And the guy's like, whoa, okay. And he goes, and he's like saying like, I'm going to kill this big monster, and then he kills it. And the other guy's like distraught, and he kills it, and basically by killing this big monster, he makes like a fucking hat or something for this thing. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Alex, you know, I'm turning 40 in a few years, man. That you know, that took years off my life. That story.
Fuck off. Fucking lucky I'm not there. I'd slap you upside your fucking.
It's been a long time since anybody's fucking socially slapped me. I think the last time I was slapped, it was my mother that did it.
Yeah.
And I fucked her up.
Yeah. Right. Anyway. So then this goes on to the Legion Studios. So this is the project.
I like it. This is what Dave Cassie's been
Dave Cassie and Franco Carlissimo's project. So
yeah, man.
It's the Angel of Death, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the.
It's come on quite a long way as well.
Yeah, it has. Already. I mean, what happened is originally Dave was looking into a few custom pieces, and he kind of looked into making like a Doctor Doom, and I think there was another character, but I can't remember. But the what happened was he got a little bit way into the Doctor Doom project, and he become quite good friends with Franco, and then they discussed things, and Dave decided that he kind of didn't want to go down the route of making, you know, like a custom based on someone else's IP. So he totally scrapped it, and then kind of went on to, you know, he went on to his own IP, which is going to be these kind of characters at the Legion Studio. So this is kind of what he did there. So this is Vara, the Angel of Death. And again, I mean, she's going to have a couple of switch out heads, so she's going to have some sort of like kind of really ugly like horror heads going on.
Yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it? It's quite like gory. Like there's changes, isn't there, to this?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, you can tell like there is a head which is kind of if you look at the Morbius head, there's a head that reminds me of that Morbius. You could tell it's the same artist. It's got like that kind of style to it. The Morbius one where, the red kind of lips and the big kind of like massive mouth. And
well, sexy here.
Yeah. And everyone on the chat can fuck off before I block you all. Anyway. They're all taking the piss out of my story now because of you.
Well, they're right. Jesus,
right, who do I need to mute?
I was about to say, dude, like I've got a client like on Wednesday at like 12:30.
Yeah, I've got to catch a flight in
You're
12
gonna miss it with that fucking story. I tell you that. Your missus would have been back. Or where the fuck were you? You'd have been like, oh, yeah, I'm still telling his story about his fucking monster and his shield. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, I've already just remember. All right, Mike and Lockie and whoever else wants to fuck around, and Vass as well. Yeah, Vass, Vass is back. You can fuck off too, Vass. Fuck off back and do your paper. But just remember, I've already muted fucking Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan today. So you know,
they're big hitters too. They're big hitters.
Yes, they've been muted. You guys, you know, you're gonna go. All right. Anyway, back onto this. So yeah, this project's coming along really nicely. We saw this very early on. And you know, we were asking about, you know, details on the base and the wings and everything like that. And I think I'm not sure how many hours this is in, but she is looking really, really good. She's got a great anatomy to her body, great shape to it. She's sort of very kind of sexy, but then, as I say, there are going to be those horror heads as well, where they're going to look quite nasty.
She's got like a heroine face. She's quite strong. She looks
like a junkie.
No, not like a heroine, like a female version.
Yeah,
hero. Heroine, if you don't know your English.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm joking. Well, anything with red hair and you fuck it anyway.
I think she looks great.
Yeah.
I really like it. I'm hoping they're gonna like a little bit more sort of bat wings sort of going on. Like I like the feathers, but I want to see some bat wings on there.
I like the black feathers. I think that's good. They ain't got the base, have they? They're not showing the base yet. The fuckers. You can see a bit there. Not really? No, they're hiding the base now. God damn them! All right,
like the pose, man. So far it's looking hot.
Yeah, no, she is hot. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes along, and I'm assuming they're going to be doing like some sort of comics and stories along to go with those. So I hope that'll be that. So you got the character development. So along, all right. Then you got the Venom, which is sculpted by Eduardo Silva, is it? And this is, to me, this is one of my favorite transformation heads that I've seen in a Venom. I love this head. I think
it looks great. I really love the body proportions on this. I'm digging the body proportions a lot. I think that base though to have a big Venom, I would like the figure to be quite large. I'd lose maybe like half of the width, the depth of that base.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? See where that red pipe is? From that red pipe there, fuck the bottom off. Hold thing. Keep it from there, because that base now looks like, if you say that figures, I don't know. Let's say he's got a bent knee. There's a
apparently, did someone tell me this is 31 inches? No.
Well, let's just say that. Let's say it's 30. If you just for shits and giggles, that means that base is about fucking 5 inches.
Yeah.
Which is just, you don't want. It's unnecessary. So even if it's 25, that base then is like, I don't know, 4 inches, 3 inches or something like that. Just lop that bottom part off. It's not really needed. This is going to add unnecessary height. The rest of it I really like. But I'm just talking. The figure wise, it's fucking unbelievable. The sculpt is mad, like that type of designs. I love it. Love the pose with the arms out like that. He's a bit similar to the XM Venom in that regard, but I really do like it. Yeah, love the transformation head.
Love that head. Yeah, that's my favorite transformation head out of any of them. I've seen quite a lot of them, and as I say, that one is for me easily my favorite.
Yeah, it's very nice, dude. It's nice.
Right.
Beautiful.
There you go, front up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wicked.
And then you got all the
only thing is, it's forming backwards. That's the only thing. That transformation head.
Yeah.
It's forming the wrong way round. Because if you watch the cartoons or even read the comics, it doesn't build from the bottom up.
Yeah.
It usually is the front over first.
Yeah.
So
the mouth is really last, isn't it?
It's a cool design. Yeah, these heads look wicked. I'm not sure about that last one though.
Well, that's like the
is that the Chinese version?
Yeah, do you know like the Sideshow bust they did?
Oh yeah, I hate that thing.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I mean, he's got eyes like me. Can't see fuck all in them eyes, I'll tell you that. It's only good for looking at things in the dark.
All right, then there's all the heads again.
Yeah, it don't look bad from there. It don't look bad from there. Love the Bagley. Love the McFarlane and the transformation. Very nice.
Yeah.
Not sure about the one with the funny teeth, but I never like them in concept.
Well, this one.
Yeah, I never like them in concept, but I always like them in person.
I don't like that one.
So a lot of changes though. It's cool. A lot of options.
Yeah.
For me, Bagley wins. Then it would probably be McFarlane, then transformation.
What's that? That one, Bagley.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and far right. One, that's kind of McFarlane there.
That's McFarlane.
It's like a modernized. It's a modernized McFarlane, though, isn't it?
Teeth are a little big and the eyes are a little small. Actually, it's not really. It's similar, but it's not really.
Yeah,
McFarlane.
yeah.
Ass,
I think I do like these heads, but I do think that they are like a modernized artist take on the other artists. When you look at the other version, which I think was by Bon, his McFarlane and his Bagley are better. They're more true to the comics.
Yeah. I think you're right.
But then the I think it's Lashley or something, isn't it? And the Lashley and the transformation I don't really like of Bond's one. I prefer, so I like those two, but then these ones I do like these overall, but I just think that they're more of a like, yeah. And then you got the Master Customs Odin
on throne, man.
Odin on throne. You know that James is fucked.
Cool boy.
Yeah, James is fucked, isn't he?
Well, yeah, because any sitting person, he seems to go crazy.
Yeah, got a little tea party, isn't he?
He loves his little tea party statues, doesn't it? Oh, if it's sitting down, I've got to buy that.
So this is earlier on anyway. So I mean, he's going to have like the whole family sitting around having a fucking tea party.
Yeah, he'll have Loki and Thor and Odin.
There is
you get a couple of little Beauty and the Beast teapot out, and then fucking laughing. There you are.
There's a 4 with the same throne. Look.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
like an ultimate
They're
4,
all sitting around having a chat.
Yeah,
I really like the Thor though. I have to say the Thor looks really really nice.
Yeah,
that's a bit better.
Yeah,
Odin 1 doesn't really do nothing for me. But that 4 looks nice.
Yeah, that 4 looks great.
And again, though, for me, it's my personal thing. But if you have more than, I don't know, maybe 3 thrones, I think, depending on how many pieces you have, I think they'd sort of lose their wowness. I mean, I actually only have 2, but even since I put the Thanos on throne thing, it affects how people see the other ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is that Thanos on throne is fucking massive. When you put that Thanos on throne next to the Doctor Doom or the Magneto, they look well small.
Yeah.
They look out of scale almost.
Yeah, it's true. But they are out of scale because Thanos is 10 foot tall. Thanos is too big. The others are the right scale. He's just too big.
Yeah. Apparently, the XM Viking Thor has hit the 300 order mark.
Oh wow!
Wow! I don't know where you got the information from, but wow. Okay. And Ed Dude's asking if that's Stormbreaker, but it looks like the ultimate Thor hammer.
Yeah, I think it is the ultimate Thor hammer. Yeah. Can't see the other side of it, but it looks it to me.
This is My Hero. They're going to be working on a Superman next. So basically, they had the White Ranger coming out soon, and they got a Superman coming next. So this is a little teaser for that.
Type of suit, isn't it?
James is saying no.
No, what?
Okay. No, he's saying no. It's the ultimate hammer. That's what we said. I think he's answering to Ed Dude.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, listen to the chat, James, and you would have heard us say that.
Get up from your tea party, put the cups away, listen.
Yeah. All right. So this is the 1/3 scale concept for the PCS Cami.
Looks exactly like the 1/4.
Exactly like
the 1/4.
Oh yeah.
You know the classic version.
Yeah.
The first Cami, she's like turned like that, looking over her shoulder. I'm sure she is, with her glorious glutes out on display.
Oh yeah.
A bit. I mean, it is only a concept, but it's I guess it's kind of hard how you would display her, how you would do it. That is pretty iconic how it should be. So I guess that's a challenge. But it does look very similar to the 1/4, the classic version.
Yeah. Looking for
there. Oh my God, George is so talented. From memory.
Yeah.
From memory. How fucking close is that?
Well, again, I mean, with all the shit you come out with.
Just call me Big Tits McGee. I know my stuff.
Yeah. Again, I mean, maybe we shouldn't let you have any more Budweiser while on the
Yeah,
chats.
probably a good idea. I don't drink Budweiser. I think Bud. It's all about what they called
Coors Light,
no,
Peroni.
Peroni. That's it.
Is it Peroni? I like Peroni.
Peroni's nice. What?
Well,
So come on,
that
where's
was
the other picture of
the.
the quarter?
Sorry,
Quarter. Where's the 1/4 that you just had?
I took
Not
it
showing.
down.
Oh, okay.
I've just shown you already.
Making a bit too much sense there, wasn't I?
Yeah. So then this is the Optimus Prime. I've got quite a lot of pictures of this one. This is coming up for pre-order.
I don't understand why I like it, but I do.
It's weird. I mean, there was a Superman and a Supergirl painted by I think Scott Dozer, and he'd done the same kind of effect, and I really like on that as well, but you didn't. And it's kind of like a weird kind of cell shaded look, and I really think it looks great. And this is going to be 10 inches tall. It's going to be less than $200, but I can't remember the price.
Wow, that's a great price.
Yeah, it's going to be. I like that look.
Yes, I like it, but I don't know why I like it. I shouldn't like it.
Yeah,
like I'm saying I like it, but there's part of my brain that wants to slap me in the face. I do like it.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of pictures. Then also got the.
I just enjoy it. I just think, yeah.
Got the energy hammer. I think it's kind of like because of when it came out. Yeah, sorry, the energy. Sorry, I'm reading about them. They're all talking about Stormbreaker, and I'm reading about that now as well.
You're going on about that? Fuck me.
Well, I'm monitoring the comments, Dickface. So you know.
Why was that abusive? I said, are they still talking about that? Fuck me. And you
start
calling me names.
I thought you said, are you still talking about that?
No, not you. That's a lady.
I retract my Dickface comment. I apologize.
Thank you. It would have been difficult for me to sleep.
So
I'd have been like, Jen, I'd have woken her up. He called me a dick.
Does my face look like a dick? God. Andrew Ho said it. Now Alex is saying it. Everyone's saying it.
What am I going to do?
No, I like this. I don't know. I feel the same way where I look at it and I'm like,
why I should like it.
No, it's not. It's not like why do I like it? It's not like that. But it's like I like this, and I'm like, I can't put my finger on what it is because it is like a bit. It is a unique paint job to it, and I hope the factory can pull it off. Really.
Yeah, it does look great here. It really does. There's something about it.
I think it's also because of like the way the cartoon was in the early '80s and how
it might be that. But
it looks like the animation. I do. A lot of pictures of this actually. So then you got the Pop Culture Shock Turtles. So you got a little tease there for the Turtles feet, and then you got the printed Raphael head.
Oh wow, they're going really classic, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere, really, because I was actually well close to buying the Sideshow originals.
The OG comic.
There's a guy local selling the original exclusives, so I'm just
very nice.
The price is just a bit too high, so I'm hoping this will fuck him up, and he'll have to sell lower. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, text him and tell him to watch this chat.
Yeah, I'll tell him that. Then you got the Salt and Pepper Studios are making a Solid Snake for Metal Gear Solid.
Cool.
You got that. Interested to find out what Yawa thinks about this. You got that.
Joa, isn't it?
It's like Noah, isn't it? But Jay, Yawa.
Yeah, Joa.
Or whatever.
Doesn't play for Man United. It ain't Jose Mourinho.
All right. Well, anyway, then you got the Sideshow. Basically, they released the stealth version of the Iron Man, and it was a 500 edition size. A lot of people actually quite were happy about the idea. They said that they prefer it to the original one, which is in the middle. And then people are saying, okay, now there's going to be a modern version. And again, people didn't take it too badly, to be honest with you. It does look a bit too.
Get away with murder, I'm telling you. Nobody, if XM did this, there'd be fucking riot. There'd be a breakdown. if somebody else did this. You've got to put your variant out at the same time, man. You have to do that. That's really not good otherwise. That you start, one sells out and then you put another one up. And then that starts to sell and then you put another one up. It's just not good practice.
Yeah.
It really isn't. And they don't need to do that. They're a big company and they've got a really loyal fan base and they'll buy their pieces anyway. So just put them up all together. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that the way Pop Culture Shock does it is the kind of way to do it. It's transparent and it shows people at the beginning what they should be expecting. Then you got the Sideshow Mystique.
Yeah, I'm really not happy at all.
Well, there was someone pointed out that on the Sideshow teaser, the actual head on that teaser is a long-haired version, so there's going to be a switch-out head as the exclusive. It looks like
a really angry sort of lesbian woman.
Don't look that angry.
In the other one, I think half of the problem, if you go to the first picture, I really think it's the most unflattering angle you could ever take of this statue.
Yeah.
It's like low down. She's looking an awkward way. The guns look really oversized. I just don't. There's something about it. And the body looks like it's all been strapped down, so she's got no curves. That's how it looks from this picture. But then when you go to the next picture and you look from there, it's like, oh my God, that is quite a sexy woman.
Yeah.
So that the picture's just a bad photo for me. I mean, I'm not digging this haircut, this Jennifer Aniston friend shit. I'm not digging any of that. Yeah, I'm not digging that at all. I really want to see like the longer hair portrait.
Well, it looks like from the teaser before that there's going to be a long-haired version, which
I'm sure there will be.
So you got that there.
I still think XM is much better.
And then also you got some painted.
That looks nice. That looks really nice. That.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the prototype of that. And it was pretty nice.
That looks really nice. This actually looks great and all. This looks like it come out well.
This is an in-hand picture of the Wolverine new PF. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, but I didn't take down the guy's name whose pictures these are. So apologies if these are your pictures, and thank you for taking the pictures because I think it looks great. But yeah, people are still complaining about the teeth. But I think with these kind of pictures anyway, the teeth
look good to me
anyway on the pictures.
They don't look bad from there. I mean, Jesus, he doesn't look like he has rabies, which is a big plus.
Well, I mean, that looks great.
I mean, there's a bit of blush underneath on the cheek. I sort of get what people are talking about, but I still think it looks great. It looks really impressive.
That body looks fantastic. That body looks really, really good.
That's bang on, man. That is on the money. That looks fucking spot on.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
So
good contrast, good sculpt, good colours. Looks all right.
Yeah, no, I think they did. Even the veins on the arms. I think all of it looks great to me. The funny thing is someone messaged us, Eric Hendershot messaged to say, would you keep the XM one or would you go for this? And I said, to be honest with you, the thing that really bothers me about the Sideshow one is it's not a collectible. It's the edition size is too high, and unfortunately, I feel that I would be able to get that cheaper at a later date. So I'm just going to wait. And in all honesty, at the moment, I'm keeping my Sideshow, my XM version, and overall, I don't know whether Sideshow are going to deliver it and blah, blah, blah. Literally, I sent that message. I went onto my feed and these pictures got posted. I went back and I messaged Eric and I said, actually, these pictures have just been posted and it looks fantastic. But, I still said to him, I'd still wait for a later date.
My thing is more scale anyway. The only reason I'm not the biggest of Wolverine fans, to be honest. I think he's quite iconic. But I really want a small one.
Yeah.
And the XM one, the XM yellow one is the right size, where he's about 5'3", 5'2", 5'3". He's little, and that's what he is in the scale, and that's what I want. So yeah, I mean, I think this looks like a better piece. if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, I
If I
agree. I
scored
think
it from colours, sculpt, base, all of that, I mean, it would get murdered on edition size. It would lose as a collectible easily. But as a statue, from top to bottom, I think it's better. There's no doubt about it. But again, it's like I say, it is. I think this is quite a sizey Wolverine.
Oh no, it's only 15 inches tall.
Yeah, but it's got quite a crouch and stuff. So I don't know if it was standing. Maybe he's like 18 inches, which makes him about 6 foot tall.
Mm.
So it's debatable. Like, you know, there is no other quarter scale Wolverine that I've seen. No license where it's the right scale for me. The one that I read and the cartoons and all the things that I associate. My nostalgia is linked to a small Wolverine where he's little but tenacious, which is true to the character type. You know, if he's 6 foot, it's not right. So, you know, that's how I feel. But definitely better piece, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So then we go on from a Wolverine, which Sideshow have done that looks fantastic, to the image they put out of the bust.
So tell me what you don't like about this.
I don't like that. That bottom lip is absolutely fucked. The mouth is just like so wrong. There was someone who actually took the mouth and reworked it, and it really looked much better. But them lips are fucked. That, you know, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It almost looks like he's got his head out of a car window that's moving, you know, and there's like the air goes under the lip. It looks really bad to me.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get that picture. I mean that. Yeah, it's dreadful. It's really bad. I can't even. I don't know who. I mean, how many people at Sideshow would have seen this and before it gets approved to go and be posted? I mean, it's not April. When was April the 1st? That was quite a while ago, wasn't it? So it's not April Fool's.
Do you not think though that sometimes that, you know what I mean? There's so many yes men for Sideshow that, you know, they never really, you know, I don't think they get the right feedback. I really don't. I think out of all the companies out there, they are the one company they get the worst feedback. They probably get, yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you need people, you don't need yes men. You really don't. It's no good. You need people to say, you know, hold up a minute. What were you thinking, man? Honest to God. What, I mean, were you drunk? You need people to actually say that to you, because then you think, fuck, what were we think? He's right. You need to be like that, you know? You don't want people around you telling you doing everything right all the time. And I think there's a lot of that go on. I mean, I see these posted in a lot of groups, these pictures, and the amount of people come out going, I love it, day one. And I think, wow. I think, wow. I'm just like, my God, man, that's some dedication shit going on right there. Because for me, you know, I'm sitting there thinking, I can't even comment now, because there's so many people that are like basically like, yeah, this is this, and yeah, this is that, and it's amazing. So I just feel like I'm going to go in there and be like, yeah, I think it's a pile of horse shit. And they're just going to be like, wow, man, you fucking hater. It's just like, no, man, it's nothing personal. It's just how I feel. And I don't, you know, for me, I'm not a huge Wolverine fan. So this doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't upset me in any great deal either, because I'm not really, you know, it doesn't interest me enough for me to be upset by it. But I can certainly agree that the skin portion of this face it doesn't look right. It certainly looks to me like, you know, his bottom jaw is far too wide, far too big. And there's a huge gap between his skin and where his skeletal structure is. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like a Joker, almost like a Jokery face. Because it looks to me like, if you look at where his skin is and then where his teeth come in, it's almost like about a 3-4 inch gap. Who has that? Like, you don't have it, do you? Your teeth versus where your chin is, there's not like this massive, huge gap in between. You just look very big. Like there's a lot of rubber going on around that bottom part of his mouth before his teeth start. So yeah, I think from that side, it's very disappointing.
Well, I think on the other part, if you look at the black of the fins and things, I think it looks great. If you basically cut off, if you cut off the actual mouth and chin, if you cut off like all of this part, even his cheek is a bit fucked there. If you took away all of the human element and just had the actual costume, I think it looks great. I think the stitching here is great. The bunching, like the frowning bunch in here, the texturing on this, I think it all looks fantastic. The nose, everything looks great there. And then you just get to that mouth and the chin, and you're just like, wow, what happened? What?
Certainly, I agree with you. I mean, like I say, it's not my area of expertise really with Wolverine, but this doesn't look like any Wolverine that I've seen.
Yeah.
So that's disappointing.
Very, 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 very. This one just popped up on my feed. I don't really know anything about this. So this is Oasis Collectibles and Starfire.
I don't know who this is. It's like a character. Is this like a where's she from?
It's a comic character, isn't it?
Is it really? Is it like it's not like a Marvel or like DC or something else?
It's a Marvel.
Oh, cool! I've never seen it before. It's cool though.
So I rewind. So it's DC. It's from Teen Titans.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, funny enough, there's a Starfire in Teen Titans and there's a Starfire in Marvel.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to find out who this one is. She looks like her. She's DC.
Okay. That's cool, man. This looks cool.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to judge because I don't really know anything about this.
No, I don't know much about the character either. So it just popped up and looked pretty cool. So I just wanted to show.
Look pretty cool. Yeah, that's the head I was talking about.
So do you know who makes this one?
Not a clue.
Okay, I didn't know either. It just this kid popped up on my feed.
I have to say that from a personal point of view, I think this head, like the armor, actually really suits the body armor much more than the one that came.
Yeah.
Like the fins and the over exaggerated. I really think it fits. Like if you look at the like corner bits and the way that the armor has been constructed, if you think about it, how it would have been made, it looks very similar. Like it fits it.
Yeah,
I think that's really clever. So that's cool.
Yeah. So you got that there.
It's the film version, isn't it?
Yeah. This is a teaser. Then I'm pretty sure this will be at either the Thailand con or the the Bangkok con or the Manila Philippines con. So this is the Alien piece by XM Studios.
Very interested to see what comes up from this. Because I really like that Predator. So is it going to be the same sort of scale?
Yeah, I'm assuming this will go with the Predator. Yeah.
Cool, man. Be a monster.
Sorry, I'm just had a.
I love these little teasers because they're cool.
I mean, these things. I mean, I'd love to see when they're painted. I mean, the paint obviously is going to make it. So, then you got the 1/6 scale Aquaman.
I love this.
On his seahorse.
I really like this. I think it's quite cool that they're making a 1/6 line. It's nothing I would buy, but for 1/6 collectors, it's a great thing to have. To have that. And this looks like some of the. Like they're taking, that they did 1/6 stuff before, didn't they? With what would you call it? With what they called
the X-Men.
No, they did like.
Oh yeah, the HMO stuff. The HX something. Yeah.
They're actually really nice in person, but I think that they've put like the 1/4 scale design team to work here on a 1/6 scale item, which I'm excited to see. It looks like they're showing it a bit of respect. Which
I think this one's Martin, isn't it? I think Martin did these ones.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. So you got this one, and then you got the Batman Samurai. He's been approved.
Yeah, that's wicked, man.
So looking forward to seeing what that comes out like. And let me change. There you go. So then this is the Cyclops, which has been painted up.
Yeah, it looks great.
I love the sort of weathering on the yellow there.
I think it's got some great details. You know, really, I really like the heads as well. Look fantastic. I actually, problem I'm having with this now at the minute is display options. I think. Have you got any more pictures of this? Is that it?
No.
See now the screaming head. That one looks like it's sort of looking down almost. So it needs to be displayed like higher or at eye level. And that one looks like it's looking up almost, which is better for me. But for some reason, my only issue at the moment is that one that's got the arms up looks like it's slightly to one side.
Yeah.
It doesn't look straight, and I've got a problem with that. It bothers me. My OCD, it bothers me. Because he's like screaming like this, like with his hands up, and he's like making his face, but then his body's sort of like that. It's a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
In the pose, and I don't know. I mean, in person, you probably a lot more pictures are going to come, so maybe it's just an angle thing from the photograph. But it's my issue at the moment is I think I like the other portrait better with the hand up to his eye. I like that one more, but that would need to be up high in my display, which I can't do. So it's a bit of a problem. So we'll see what happens.
Then you got the again the 1/6 line. So this is the flash.
Yeah, this looks lovely.
I think this 1/6 line they've invested a lot into. So
yeah,
I think
but it's nice to see that. I'm glad that it's not like a rushed thing or really simple designs. I'm glad they've really put people to task on it because it looks good.
Yeah. Okay, so you got that. And then the Joker head has been printed, so
yeah, that looks amazing.
Give it so you got the side there, front on, the other side.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And that's that like that.
Can't think if there is any 1/6 scale comic Jokers that I can think of.
I think there's some by DC Direct and there's one by Tweeterheads. And then what we got here? So then we got the Mystique. So this is the XM.
I think this is just so much better.
I prefer the pose on this. A lot sexier, isn't it?
Just like the color. I like the suit. For me, I like this a lot more. The base is a little bit more interactive with the actual statue. You get what I'm saying. It's sexy. The wind blowing the hair, the face. I think the skin tones are better. She's slightly darker than the Sideshow one. It's a bit pale. And I much prefer this sort of suit. So yeah, I like this. I definitely, but I don't even think it's close personally out of the two.
Yeah, this pose is the pose. Someone was complaining, saying the flow of the hair was wrong or something, but I don't really know. The flow of the hair looked fine to me.
Yeah, I don't know where else you'd have that.
Okay, I think that pose looks great, and I do think with that pose, I would love to see one of the XM guys, if Sang or Sang was the only one who do it. Ben wouldn't care, but if Sang's listening, I'd love to see this next to the Magneto by the side of it to see if that works.
Yeah,
I really think that would look fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that color as well on the white, it's like almost like a tortoise shell. Not a tortoise. We know what I'm talking about? What's it called?
Yeah, like a mother of pearl, like iridescent.
Like an iridescent paint. It's got a lot going on to it. Same with the sash going up her body. I just think that's really fucking cool. Yeah, very nice. Briali's fucked.
Yeah, for sure. Then you got the Wonder Woman by the XM Studios. This is the 1/6 scale one again.
I'm a bit done to death with Wonder Woman, to be honest, mate.
Yeah,
I'm a bit sick of the sight of her, and to me, I think this is, again, it's a similar type of pose all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess all the other ones are doing in like 1/4 and 1/3.
No, 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, like half scale. I know. It's a bit Wonder Woman down, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think that might be the end. Oh no, there you go. This is actually the life-size Batman Samurai that's going to be in the con in
cool,
Bangkok. So this is one of the things I really want to see.
Yeah, that's so cool. Get a picture of that.
Well, I don't know if I can go. I mean, I've got to see if I can get there. I mean, you know, I would like to go, and I would enjoy the day. But I mean, it's just a couple of days after where it would be perfect to go, kind of thing, if that makes sense. Where it just doesn't time. I don't think I'm getting it, but you know.
Yeah, well, such is life.
All right, so that's all the pictures, though. Okay. And let's just go through the comments quickly. So, open lip, still talking about the mouth. Mouth is horrible. Looks like he's taking a shit.
Is your Wolverine life-size bust, yeah?
Yeah. What's this one, Dave? Teen Titans. Oh, okay. Teen Titans DC. Luis Ueda. So yeah, Teen Titans character. Apparently Starfire is meant to be sexy. Everyone's saying, yeah, she's from Teen Titans. This one's from DC. Emerald made it back. Yeah, we're not over yet. Not over yet. So we'll be going soon, though. And so I'm just going through these comments. Actually, there's not that much left. Going to cancel my 1/4 Prime 1 flash for the XM Studios 1/6 flash. It's just a perfect flash for me.
To be honest with you, I'd be a little bit concerned, to be honest with you, with some of the Prime 1 DC fits not been great.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of issues with the Green Lantern. You know, there were a few issues with the Superman. And you know what I mean? Flash is probably the more complicated of the three. So, you know, I'd be slightly nervous about that piece, to be brutally honest with you, because a lot of people had to fuck with that Green Lantern and method. So I'd be concerned.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Adrian Cho is saying the Mystique. Talking about the XM one, the Mystique looks so much more bangable compared to the Sideshow one.
I think the other head's going to be a lot better. I think the other head's going to definitely help.
I say, from the image they had when they had their silhouettes, yeah, it would look better. We got Ed Dude, so we've got a nice comment from Ed Dude actually saying, "Good show, gents. Thanks for the effort and time you take to get the show ready and do it. Greatly appreciated. Thanks, buddy. Cheers, McGee. Good show, guys." Okay, so Firestar is Marvel.
Yeah.
Names are backwards, yeah. Okay. What do you think about the Prime 1 Ivy? I think the Prime 1 Ivy looks fantastic, but the problem with the Prime 1 Ivy is she's just huge. She's 1/3. I think the Hush line looks great, but
I have an issue. I have an issue 1/3 scale anyway. Any piece that's 1/3 scale, just in terms of just sizes. You know, I don't have the biggest sort of display room, and I mean, if I got like those pieces, I'd probably have no more than maybe 8 in my collection, maybe 8 to 10, 1/3. If I was very, very lucky. You know, I just think they're really big, like, you know, and I don't actually believe, not from anything I've seen so far, I don't think there's too much more detail on 1/3 than there is on 1/4. I haven't seen enough of these. I've
seen quite a few of them, and I've seen the half scale Batman versus Superman, Batman and Superman. I've seen both of those. The Batman is great. Looks really, really good.
You're now talking about half scale.
The half scale ones are great. Yeah. The third scale. I know. I'm going into it. The third scale ones. I mean, I've seen quite a lot of the Arkham line. I'm not really impressed with a lot of the Arkham line. The ones I did like were, I quite like Robin for some reason out of all of them. I didn't like Harley Quinn. I didn't like Two-Face. I didn't like what was the other one? I didn't like the first Batman they brought out. It just looks like a plastic toy.
Arkham Knight.
Yeah. Then I think the Miller looks great, but the thing about the Miller is it's not like, as it was saying, like what you were saying the other day about it. Really, it's not like a real anatomy person. It is like a comic character, but they've done that very, very well. But it doesn't really blend with a lot of the other stuff. But he does look great. But then you've got I'm just trying to think. There's just a few others. I just remember seeing them and being like, that's $1,000. You know, it's a bit like that when I see them.
I haven't seen enough of, like, I haven't seen any, that moment, you know, them moments where you think, fuck, you know, look, the detail on that is crazy. I've seen some half scales that have it, but
Yeah.
I've never seen 1/3 where you really think, Jesus Christ. And it not enough to make me go, okay, I'm going to get into 1/3 now. I mean, everybody like collects what they collect, and you know, you got to go with your own space and the room and your own franchise and sizes. But for me, I think, you know, I think quarter scale for me will fail. I'm not interested in really any others, to be brutally honest. Certainly in full statue form. It's just my taste.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll see one. I was very impressed with the Deathstroke by Prime One. I was massively impressed by that. I thought that was a really impressive, like, piece.
Deathstroke was Deathstroke was nice, but there were just too many small issues of it.
Issues, but I mean, it was, the paint was unbelievable. The face sculpt was crazy. Switch outs were really detailed, really well done. I did like that a lot.
All right. Well, just another week. So yeah,
we're gonna be off, man. We're gonna be gone.
Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. You know, I mean, who knows? Only problem is it's really annoying that you can't do the group chats. Like I could do the group chats if you call me, but you would need to call me from a laptop. You can't do it, can you?
Nah.
Yeah, okay. That's the problem. You need to call me from a laptop for me to do it. I can't host it.
I have a computer in this house, but it's my wife's, and I don't want to use it.
Okay, well,
because if I break it, you know, my life won't be worth spit, and there's no way, because I break stuff all the time. Like I have a habit of breaking everything. I mean, statues I keep in fairly good condition, but anything else, door handles, windows, cups, glasses. Today I made a fucking massive bottle of water explode. I just put it in the freezer, left it, went out, like walked the dog, did loads of other shit, see a few things, did a few things, and then come back and it exploded in the freezer. And it was like, just like, yeah, you can deal with this. I was like, oh, fuck. You know, that happens like on a daily basis. I can just imagine me taking a fucking computer and just like smashing it into bits or something stupid. So.
Well, did you tell her what happened to the last laptop?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we're going to end there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And, you know, I'm not taking my laptop with me because it's a pile of shit and it weighs about 4 kilos. So, you know, I'm not carrying that around with me. But, yeah, we'll see what we can do. But probably have to wait the 3 weeks. I'm going to schedule loads of videos to go up anyway while we're off. So there'll be something every Tuesday and Thursday, I think, going up. And yeah, we'll try and keep them regular. I'll be on the groups now and then. It's just my time scale is going to change now because I'm going to go 8 hours ahead of where I am now. So I'm going to be like from America, from New York. I'll be what's that? It's like 12-hour difference or something, 13-hour difference. So yeah, I'll be sleeping when they're waking up and whatever else. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You know, do the usual. Click on that red thumb, not the red one. Sorry, click on the green thumb or whatever color it is. So the thumb up one, not the thumb down one. You know, the red thumb, not the red thumb. Abort. Yeah, click on the thumbs up. You know, comment, and we'll get back to you and whatever else. So, you know, thanks, guys. Yeah, probably not going to go to New York Comic Con this year. I went last year and it cost me a fucking fortune. I don't think I can put that into my budget this year when I'm not working. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
we've already seen what's happened to your haircut. Your haircut's had to take a bit of a fucking. You've gone prison style now.
Well, I still paid the guy the same money to do it, so you know.
So you are joking,
huh?
I'd have done that for free.
No, if I do it myself, I always do. Like I always end up with long hairs on the back of my head.
No, I would have done it. I'd have come and shaved your head for nothing.
Yeah, but I still don't trust. I had you do that and still leave hairs on the back of my head on purpose. So no, you left me like a little line or something in the middle of my head at the back, and you're like, yeah, it's done, it's good, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys, and yeah, take care. Oh yeah, I'll eat some New York cheesecake.
Yeah, I'll find some.
All right, guys. Thanks. Peace.